What's up, YouTube? Someone's messaging me. Who dares message me when I start my stream? Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. What's up, Jerry? All right. Share screen. Screen 2? Yeah, there we go. What's up, Solidworks? I'm ready for Solidworks action. Look at me go. So, well, I guess before I start the Solidworks, let me go back to this. I got a package from Printed Solid. Printed Solid package. Let's open that up. What in the world in Carmen Sandiego order from Printed Solid? Could it be snacky cakes? Could it just be an entire box of Airheads? Nope. It's 4 meters of Gates belt. And, oh boy, they packaged this thing nice. It's an LDO motor. What kind of, any guesses on what kind of LDO motor it is? What's up, John Mack? This box can go in the recycling section. All right, get your guesses in, folks. How do I open this thing? I'm going to look at it first. Oh, look at that. That's a cutie pie. Let me grab a motor so I can show you the comparison. My motors box. So many things on the floor that weren't here the day before. Oh, this goes on the recycling side. It is not a 0.9, Techie Dad. All right, let's grab my motors box. Oh, this thing's heavy. I'm gonna have to walk over. Oh, wait. What's this? What's this? Here's a pancake. So here's a normal pancake motor, right? Pancake motor. It's tiny. This is the new LDO pancake motor. It's even smaller. And it's even lighter. So your standard pancake motor. Turn that on. Change the unit to grams. 165 grams. Standard pancake motor, 165 grams. LDO pancake motor, with the cord even, 139 grams. 139 grams. Now, this is the E3D pancake motor. It has 12 to 14 Newton meters of torque. This is 18. And that thing is tiny. Tiny, I tell you, tiny. That is ridiculous. Let's see, where's my paper towel? It's got a little bit of that grease on it from being shipped around the world. They used to make sure it's all pretty. Off to get probed. Oh, Dan. Yeah, and the way of the beard. All I gotta say is that's freaking tiny. Yeah, the E3D stepper motors have literally no torque. They are garbage. They're made by Motec. They are pretty cheap motors. But man, it's just smaller and with way more torque. Man, that's going to be nice. So I'm going to be testing this. So let's have some fun with this. Oh yeah, you can't power an extruder with this thing. Like, good luck. Good luck. All right, this will also go on the recycling. Oh, the foam won't go on the recycling side. Geared is a must. You'll never be able to use that as just a regular extruder. The math is you need at least 36 Newton centimeters of torque to extrude properly. 18 is half that. So you need at least a 2-to-1 gearing. And don't forget, if you add micro stepping in there, it lowers. If you use Trinamics Stealth Chop, it lowers the total output. If you print really fast, the torque curve drops. So it's good to be over that. So 3-to-1, awesome. The paint that came with the Triangle Labs Titan clone, and it tries to break the printed mount. Yeah. Gotta love those Triangle Lab parts. But this is what I'm really excited for, because I just needed more belt. I am so low on belt. So 4 more meters of belt for the Chris, because he's going to replace the belt on his Taz 6. It's Taz 6. Oh, and the best part about any order from Printed Solid is a pack of airheads. Boom. So, what are we making in CAD today? So, I have started making fishing lures. And I CAD'd up the other day some body designs. So I took some lead weights, and I got some powder coat paint, and I made my own inline spinner. See, I did this. I made this. It catches fish. I also was like, hey, let's use these parts and make something like this if it wants to focus, but not on my face. Nope. There it is. Boop, boop, boop. Made a little spinner with a minnow on the end of it. So yeah, I'm just having fun making stuff. I like to fish, but building and assembling them is a pain. You know, you buy all these parts. You know, you gotta have hooks, and you gotta have blades, and you gotta have bearings, and you gotta have wire, and you gotta have this. And oh, these are bodies down here. So I want to make a little tray because I'm getting to make this cheaper. So I normally buy. You can buy wire any way you want it. You can buy wire. So this wire already has a pre-made bend in it. I don't know if you can see that. So it has a pre-made bend. So you'd put, for demonstration purposes, you put a hook on the bend, and then when you slide the body down, you compress it. Boom, so now you have a hook and a body. And then, of course, you put the bearing and a blade, and then do all the fancy tying to make the thing. So, but I want to have like a tray, and a couple things I want to do is to make it a lot cheaper, I'm going to go ahead and cut my own wire. So I bought a spool of the proper spring steel wire. It's stainless steel, which is awesome. So I'm going to make my own wire. So I got to measure these lengths and figure out how long of a wire I need. And I'm basically going to make a jig. So it's going to be a, what's up, monkey?
What up, cock-a-doodle-doo?
Not much, just working, gonna work in CAD a little bit here. So yeah, basically I'm gonna take and make a tray. So when I'm building these things, I'll have like a little pocket for the blades, a little pocket for the beads, a little pocket for the leads, a little pocket for the hooks, and I'm gonna embed these flat magnets in it. So I got a whole bunch of these flat magnets that I don't need from working on the Polymate 3D printed speakers.
Like a few hundred of them?
Well, these are the thin ones. I bought these because I couldn't find 10 by 15, but I could find 2 by 15. And I would combine 5 of them to make one. But I don't need them now because I have a bucket load. Oh my God.
I still can't believe that just sits there like that.
Yeah, so this is a bucket load of 10 by 15 magnets that I use to make 3D printed speakers.
I wish when it got closer to the camera, it started making distortion waves. Be like, magnets!
Eric Frank, my favorite Spoopy Season 3D model. You just wait. I know. I really love the pumpkins people are making. Chaos Cortec did a badass pumpkin, and somebody else did a badass pumpkin. Those things are awesome. What I really love is I've seen some sneak peeks of what Fotis is working on, and that shit's going to be amazeballs. So stay tuned for some stuff from Mr. Fotis the Mint.
Oh, shirts, yeah.
Shirts, yeah. That's right. We're on the public channel where we don't swear and or talk politics or stuff like that. But
Are we? Good to know.
yeah, we're on my main channel.
Oh, we are on the Cocky channel. Good.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad I'm eating a sandwich and keep my mouth shut.
It's still a fun stream. So yeah, basically I just need to make a tray, and one of the things I want to make in the tray is a form. Well, not a form, but I guess have a little groove that'll tell me how many inches this wire is, and as I shove the wire into the groove, I can cut the wire to length. So that way I got like a jig.
This?
Yeah, basically I'm going to make a jig for cutting these built into it, so I have like a tool / part holder.
So this was a jig I made for cutting all those PTFEs that I put up there.
Ooh.
So it goes in to the length I need, ignore the black mark, and then I would just run the razor blade through the little groove I made, and I could just cut PTFE to length. Quick.
I have one of those here for cutting the Mark III sized.
I have one for cutting the Bear one as well.
Oh, this one's cool because it does all of them all in one. Here it is. Let me grab a V6. So you put the PTFE into the E3D V6. I'll make me big.
Mm-hmm.
You put the PTFE in there. So let me actually do that. Let me grab because I've got PTFE. Look at that. Here's a piece from the E3 from the Alien box. So you insert your PTFE. You put your jig where you need it, and there's cut lines for each length. So here's Mark III's, here's Bear, and then this the super long one up here actually work if you have a different hot end that's a little shorter. I forget what it is, but it's got all three lengths that you can cut your PTFE. And it's always the perfect length because you're actually already embedding it into the
right. That's the best part.
So yeah,
what do you chamfer in your PTFE for the Mark III?
I don't chamfer into the hot end anymore, but I do chamfer the top with the crazy death hook thing. This thing, because if it hits the edge while loading, it'll just destroy the PTFE. So I do add the little inlet. So that way it's sloped in. So as the filament goes in, if it's off, kinky, it'll find its way to the center of the tube.
You want to know what I use for mine?
A drill bit. Oh yeah, you just use a fancy Sharpie?
I just take the X-Acto blade and I just run it nice and easy around the lip a couple times. Because you're not taking off much. You just got to give it a little something so that if it hits the edge, it goes nice.
Ooh, where do I get this jig? So I know it's on Thingiverse, and I know it's by Vertigo 235. Vertigo 235. Oh yeah, thank you, Thingiverse. I clicked on search, but it only works if I click it on the left side of the search bar. Vertigo 235. Let's see if that pulls up his products. And cruise ship ornament seems about right. He's done. Yep, there's Vertigo. And let me open up who's joining us. It's Devin from the lab.
Hey.
Hey, Devin. There it is. Yep,
Hey,
E3D V6 Dragon PTFE cutter tool. Control C. And sharing the link.
Dragon.
I do expect it to work, but I clicked on the right-hand side of the search bar and it didn't do anything, but not until I moved past halfway. That's just so weird.
It's Thingiverse.
Yeah.
So, Chris, I want to show you this because I was
hold on.
I was having issues. Okay. So,
that's a fat layer.
That's a fat one, but it's not. See around his cheeks there?
Yeah, it changes size and shape.
And it happened on this guy too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A little. Come on.
Yeah, I still see it, right? Even though it's blurry.
You get the point, right?
Yeah.
So then I said, let's tune things up a little and let's do a benchy. And that's when I realized my fault.
Your belt was all messed up.
No, sir. I just arbitrarily made up some extrusion numbers.
Oh.
So then I put and I mean, we're talking in all of this as well. I learned about what linear advance really is and how it works and why I needed to tune it.
Yeah.
Because I had problems where
Corners are really bulgy.
Well, look, there's holes in the bottom.
Oh, yeah, there are holes in the bottom. Yeah, it was ending short.
And
your,
if you
your
look,
corners are like weird. They're
45 off.
Yeah.
See that back corner back on the far side there?
Yeah.
It's like 45 off. You would not believe the linear advance number I had to use. It is tiny, but it's enough.
Direct drive is usually 0.04.
I think mine ended up being 0.1 or 0.02 or something like it was like tiny.
Yeah. Yeah, 0.04 is my typical value with the V6 and
so now I've changed my extrusion width numbers and everything. And the cubes.
Oh, cubes have sharp edges again.
Nice.
Look at that thing.
Oh, see, look at that.
So then I said, well, let's do a benchy.
Oh, the benchy doesn't have the weird shit anymore.
No more weird shit now.
It's a very pretty filament color. What is it?
This is neon green from AMZ 3D.
It's not very neon. It's very dull.
It is when it's printed on something.
Yeah.
So when I have blue lights going on in the room or anything like that, or even right now, like the lights are blue, this thing glows. See it?
Yeah. What's up, WFO writer?
So I've got a little hair, like whoop-de-doo, no big deal. It's a 0.8 nozzle. Trying to get out all the retraction is almost impossible.
Yeah.
When you got that fat of a nozzle. But look at this smokestack.
Your smokestack.
Look how clean that is.
You throw more S's in there, and I'm going to have to come over there and slap you silly.
So then I made 0.6 fat layer Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
Fat
layers are so much fun.
Focus, you little. Focus
you
on
need
Pikachu,
one of these
not
cameras.
me. I know. I'll take one if you want to donate one. But anyways, the gist of it is when you're making a 0.8 layer height, don't just double your 0.4 numbers. That doesn't work. It doesn't, but don't. But don't just arbitrarily say 0.9, good enough, send it. Because it works, it's just not as good as it could be.
Yeah, that's what I got to do with the Taz right now is calibrate the poop ton out of it.
But, oh, dude, like, this thing, I've been the part that I love the most, though, is, I need to calibrate the nozzle offset. You know I haven't hooked this thing up to Pronterface since I moved it. I just use the terminal on this giant-ass screen.
Hey, Robbie Mac.
I've got a terminal on the screen. I can be like, I need to change the TMC separate current. I can do it on the screen. It has everything you need.
Correct.
There's also shortcuts in there to get you to those settings without doing terminal modes. You just type in what you want.
So here's the question.
Uh-oh.
Noting that I'm rather hungover, do I want to go get iced coffee before I go to school, or do I just want to get a Red Bull before I go to school?
No. What you do is you get that iced coffee, but you make it an Irish iced coffee and just get a little bit of alcohol in you to try to numb down a little bit of that.
They call it the hair of the dog, Devin.
Yes.
But I have to go to school.
Correct.
A lot of hair.
As long as you don't have to blow a breathalyzer, you'll be fine.
A little bit. Just a little bit of hair.
Yeah. We're talking add a shot of Bailey's.
I'll have a mask on, so I don't think they'd be able to smell it on my breath.
No, just add a shot. That's all you need.
Yeah, just a shot of Bailey's into your coffee. Plus, you'll probably love that. I don't know if you ever had Bailey's and coffee. Mm-hmm. That's some crack right there. So we used to do during the holiday season, they make a peppermint Bailey's, and I will throw down and make hot cocoa and peppermint Bailey's, and that is the magic jam right there because you get peppermint hot cocoa, and that is just a wonderful thing.
Okay.
If you like chocolate, unlike Devin, but
I do not like chocolate.
That's okay. She can do it with coffee instead, and it's the same thing. You can I wouldn't do a peppermint coffee. I'd probably do I'd get the standard Bailey's Irish cream. They also make a caramel cream, and
they
also
all kinds of Baileys.
Yeah, it's amazing. I highly recommend it for those who want a light dose of alcohol into their hot bean water, whether it's cocoa bean or coffee bean. So.
But how is Bailey's going to make me less hungover?
because you need because your body's mad at you right now. So your body's taking alcohol turns into sugar, and it does a bunch of other shit with your body when it's going through the system, through the liver and everything. So putting a little bit in makes that feeling go away for a little bit. It just kind of goes, okay.
Your body right now is saying, hey, I liked that, give it back.
Yeah.
And you just need to give it a little to say shut up.
Okay.
Speaking of a little, nothing like a brand new printer and hearing a weird noise, and then you turn around all crazy thinking, oh no, something's gone wrong, even though I can see it behind me. My neighbor's cutting the grass. I heard like a windy noise and some rattling bearings because his lawnmower's a little shitty. And scared the crap out of me for a minute.
All right, let's make this thing. So 127 millimeters is the length of the wire I need to cut. So that's my jig thing. Everything else is, I just need to measure like what size trays to make. And I need to have magnets nearby that I'm going to measure. So here's some magnets I'm going to be using. I'm going to embed one into each tray. Let's make sure these are magnetized. This brass magnetic. Let's make sure if that's even going to help. Yep, that helps. They're very lightly magnetic. How about these hooks? These hooks are nickel.
Hooks will be magnetic.
Well, the hooks
nickel
are
coated.
They're stainless steel nickel coated.
They'd be spring steel nickel coated, wouldn't they?
Sometimes. They're very magnetic. Extremely magnetic.
Yeah, no, okay. I know a fisherman who that's all he has is hooks
lead.
On a
lead, are you magnetic? Lead is not very magnetic. Oh, that's brass. That's brass. Here's a lead one. This lead one is non-magnetic whatsoever. How about this one? Lightly magnetic. So they won't help me on that, but it'll help me on the littler bits, like these steel bearings that I'm using. Won't help me on the glass bead, so I don't need magnets in all of them. I'll probably do
So this is water, and I've had 3 of them.
Water does help too. I usually
all right, Chris,
something.
I'm going to fusion it while you what should dinger it.
Okay. Top plane, right click, add a sketch. So we're going to make the initial rectangle. So rectangle, it has to be at least 127.
And you want a little bit of space, so I'd say 160.
Correct. So I think I'll make it 160 square, and then I'll fudge with it later. So we'll just make a rectangle, and we'll dimension this.
Square?
Dude, I can just make a rectangle. Oh, son of a escape. Control Z. Hit Smart Dimension. Click on this length. Boom. 165. And click on this one. 165. And
3 glasses of water. I only had 7 beers. I didn't think I was.
You need 1 cup of water for every beer you drank. Plus 1.
And
so you need 8.
Coincident. There we go. Now we are.
It's the fact that I had to go to 2 funerals this morning.
People need to stop dying. That should be illegal.
Well, it is America. But anyways, Chris, what's next? What's next? I'm already waiting on you.
You calm down. I'm dimensioning and making sure there's coincidence.
I already dimensioned when I built it, and it's already coincidence on the home origin.
Well, I do mine differently because I'm slower. So how thick is this wire? So let me grab, that should be 0.28 inches. What is that in millimeters?
0.64.
3. So we're going to make it, because I have some thicker wire I'll also be using in the future.
0.8.
So 0.8 should be good. So another rectangle. Oh, wait, I can't do that yet. I need to extrude this. Then I can start doing some things. So let's go ahead and feature and extrude. And don't know, the height will be arbitrary for now. We'll do 25 millimeters for now, and then we'll mess with it later. Okay, so rectangle. Where's my rectangle tool? Sketch, rectangle, click on this face, and we'll make a rectangle that goes all the way through. In case I want to make longer and whatever cuts.
Here's what I'm wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Why not make your rectangle? Okay, get your rectangle, and on the side of it, you're going to have holes instead. So you just feed it in the hole, and then you can go boop 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 boop, and then dump your hole. And it catches all your pieces, so they're not flying everywhere. Then you tip it upside down, shake it out into your container, and you move on next set, and then you tip it over.
Could do that, but I want to put little line markers because again, I'll adjust these. Like I might need a little bit more, a little bit less. And then the holes might go into the features I'm putting in later. So I don't know if this thing sounds like it's going to be giant and fat and gross. I just want a sliver. I'm a simple man. Let's dimension this.
You say you're simple, but you're being complicated.
Correct. 5 millimeters from the edge. Yeah, that looks good. And that needs to be 0.8 millimeters. There we go. So there's that. And we're going to go ahead and cut that into the object. So let's go ahead and feature and
WFO now.
And let's go ahead and go with not 25 millimeters deep. Let's go with, I guess 0.8. No, we'll do 1 millimeter deep. We can always change this.
Also, the 25 millimeters is a little
Chris, Dan
arbitrarily tall.
Making.
Dan?
Yes. Steffi, not.
Oh,
no,
it's a parts lure box. So basically, it's going to be a tool to help organize when I'm building lures, because I've been building. I'll show everyone. Let me get back to this. Yeah. So I've been building spinners. So it involves, cutting wire to length and holding the parts I'm used to mix. And I want to be able to like speed up my process. So.
I just heard the roaring sound of thunder.
It's a taco tray.
Or like a 1 millimeter thin taco.
All right, and then I'm going to add lines. So 100 and something millimeters. Let's see where. Yep, 127 millimeters will be a line. I'm going to put lines on here so that way I can. So rectangle tool, sketch.
You're only making one at the front, is what it is? Is what I'm saying?
Yeah, just one line, and then I'm going to put one groove, and I'm going to put one bunch of lines in rectangles. There we go. I'm gonna extrude those out about 1 millimeter, so that way I have a key line to work with.
Okay.
So this is going to be 10.8 millimeters. That covers the gap, and the width is going to be 1 millimeter. No, we'll do 2 millimeter. That's easier to print. Actually, wait. I usually use 0.45 millimeter layer lines. So 0.9. So we'll do 1.8 millimeters. So that way it's 4 layer lines.
But it's not. It's the top surface.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Devin's like, I'm out. It's loud. And from, oh no, escape. Dimension from here will be 127 millimeters. There's a line. And then we will make another rectangle here. So what's another length? So if I go back to inches here, if I do a 6-inch line, so inch. Come on, get to 6 inches. Okay, hold that, and 152 is 6 inches. So if I want to do my length or 6 inch, I'll add another spot for that. So another rectangle. Okay, smart dimension. Yep, 10.8.
So you're doing, what's the next number? 127 versus, you said 150?
Oh boy, now I already forgot. I didn't write it down.
And you didn't dimension it.
I think it's 157.
That sounds about right.
I can double check. I got a metric and whatever. 6 inches is 157.
All right, so 30 mils off of that one.
Okay, and let's extrude. Oh, actually, we need to do some sketch, and we're going to go ahead and trim entities. Ooh. I guess we'll try it. Oh, that's right. I did it on the top plane. I don't need to do anything. So features, extrude.
Still waiting on you.
Hey, now, you calm down.
Are you making those inset or high, like or top? Because you're not using a knife to cut through it, right? That's just like a.
That's just a line that I go up to. Yeah. Correct. And I could do this wrong. I could have just did this as equal to that.
I just went back into my sketch, made a move copy, and moved it 30 mils.
Yeah,
from the original.
That's another way of doing it too. That's a good way of doing it.
I basically have a big giant brick with a groove and then 2 lines.
And I know what I need to do. So I need to go to sketch, and I need to do. Oh, it's Grubby Zebra.
Uh-oh. Mr. Screen Man himself.
Can hardly hear you, bro.
Yeah, give me a second.
Let me guess, his new fancy screen has a microphone built into it. And that's the input that it's decided to pick up.
Yeah.
There we go.
Still can't hear you.
All right, can you hear me now?
Barely.
Wait, did he say something?
I can barely hear him. He's just like.
Or was that my stomach grumbling?
Could be both.
I did have that sandwich, though. Are you done yet? Come on now.
Hey, don't you talk to me like that.
So what do you want to do? You want to make some cups next? With magnet holes?
Oop. Trim tool. Okay. And extrude. Okay, and 1 millimeter should be fine. Actually, at layer height, I'd probably print this at 0.2.
Really, Devin? Really?
So 0.8 millimeters.
I just want to say I just saw
Cool.
the thing pop up with the thing what Devin's doing. It's not very cool.
Hey, Viking's in here? What's up, Viking? Okay, let's make some trays. So,
What do you want, 2020s?
I don't know. Let's figure out
Or
what the
40-40?
longest. Let's figure out what the maximum length of the longest object's going to be. So that's 26 millimeters.
You got to be able to get your fat fingers in there.
Yep. 26 millimeters looks like the longest thing. I also need one long tray for the actual metal pieces. So we'll start at the top corner here.
I'm making mine 40-40.
Ooh, look at that. And right dimension. 40. 40. Okay, and let's go off of the sides here. So 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters. And let's do a move copy here. Let's see, the fastest way for move copy of that would be to go to tools. No, insert. And you know what? I think I can only move and copy it after I've done the actual. I can do a pattern. Features. Tools. All right. Can mirror entries. I can linearly sketch the. Oh, let's do that. Linear sketch the pattern. And let's see here. So if that's no, I need 45 millimeters. Okay. And 0 degree change. And can I make multiple copies? Oh, ooh, Y spacing. Look at that. That's cool.
That's a lot of wall between your components.
Yep, I can change that anytime. I can go 42 and 42. Okay, I could do 3 rows down as well. And then I can put one long tray on this side and one long tray on the bottom, and that can hold stuff. This is cool. Let's go and do that, and I'm just going to change the size of each tray to be bigger. Maybe they'll fill. No, I don't want to do that.
I made my walls 1.2 millimeters thick.
Did you get 4 across?
The last one is not 40 by 40, but yes, I have 4 across. The last one is 39, so hardly noticeable.
Okay.
And now I'm going to create a pattern of that extrude, and that direction is going to go this way.
We'll leave that. We'll just change this to 1.8 millimeters. Oh, not 1.8, 2 millimeters. I want 2 millimeters. Two millimeters. And instead of 40 by 40, we'll do 38 by 38. Is that going to do it? No, I think I'm going to go 35, 35. That should give you enough. 35 by 35. And then let's go back in Oh, that's not right. That's not how you do it. You have to go back to escape. How do I edit that pattern? This is where I need Grubby Zebra.
This is where you need Fusion 360.
Oh, no. I'll let you in. Hi, Grubby.
Hi, I'm like in here. Hi.
How do I edit the pattern that I made?
Sorry. Give me 1 second to deal with the youngin that's bugging me.
One banana.
No.
All right, you ready?
There's no timeline?
There's a timeline, but I haven't saved this sketch yet. I'm in the middle of the sketch. So like right now it's in sketch 4.
All right. So what are you trying to edit? Depends on what
so I made a pattern.
Yeah.
But I want to edit those pattern settings.
Which setting do you want to edit?
The spacing and the number of objects.
Okay, so see where it says 3 and 3?
Yeah.
If you click those, you can change the number of objects in each setting.
So click that. So that'll change. Oh, that changes the number of objects. Okay.
Yeah, that's your number of instances.
So if I did 2 there, that gives me. Whoa,
Yep.
That's weird. Why is there a shadow there now? Okay, how do I change the distance between?
Okay, so see how your lines are still blue? It's because you didn't you didn't dimension your pattern, so just put in whatever dimension you want there for your spacing, and then you can.
So where is the dimension in this? Do I dimension from one edge to the next, or?
Yeah, you can dimension the space if you want to dimension the gap. If that's easiest for you. Or so what the pattern dimension is from the far left to the far left, and from the top to the top. But you can put a dimension on the space because that's a little more intuitive.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, what I don't like is I can't see my object now underneath. It's all like weird.
Yeah, I don't know why your computer decided to stop drawing the object. It's still there. It's just it needs to refresh.
Yeah, because there's nothing there.
So, see the little stoplight looking thing over there by your home save new file.
Home save new file stoplight. Yep.
Yeah, that'll refresh, and then it should draw. What is that? All right, click on. See where it says boss extrude.
Yeah.
All right, right click that and click the little eye because apparently it got hidden somehow.
Okay.
By the
Nice.
way, mine's way cooler.
Okay.
Just saying.
I don't believe you.
No, I'm trying to do something about
What's the big red crosshair? It's kind of weird.
What big red crosshair?
Oh, I don't know. In the StreamYard, I've got a big pink looking crosshair to the in the middle of your screen.
Nope.
Hey, all right. Well, as long as you're not seeing it.
It's a great new monitor you got there.
Oh.
You know what? I bet you it is. I bet you it's the crosshair in the middle of the monitor. I didn't realize it had that feature.
I bet you it has this look here for the center dummy.
Yeah, it does. It's got a. I don't know how to. Ah, crap! I got to figure out how to turn that off. Ah.
Here, I need to talk to you.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So, Chris, we've got. You want to put some magnets in the middle of some of them? You said.
Yeah. That is correct, sir. All right. I wish there was a way I can say to pattern all the way to the edge or something. But I guess my best bet would be to leave it like that and then do this.
So you can, if you want it evenly spaced to the edge.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a real easy way of doing it. How do I get rid of this stupid God, freaking gaming crap? You know, this is what I get for trying to save some money. So if you go into your sketch, it's gonna fucking shit out.
Okay.
And delete your spacing dimensions.
So these.
Yep.
And delete. And delete. Okay.
Yep. So what I normally do to kind of cheat it is I'll draw a construction line from the edge of the part to the edge of my first pattern.
Construction line. So I'm going to go to line, center line.
Yeah.
And then I'll draw a line from here to here.
Just from the edge of your part. So
click and click. Okay.
Oh, wow, that's trippy.
So
you're
just
drawing way over there, but your icon for drawing is way off the part to your left.
Yeah, it's because StreamYard is considering all of my monitor space when it considers where my mouse is. My mouse is over here.
Oh, obviously, you're drawing over there.
I'm done, by the way. I just want to.
Again, you've been doing Fusion for how long?
A year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been doing this for 3 weeks. Calm your boots.
I should have actually done it in SolidWorks too, because I have it on my computer, but I don't want to do it in SolidWorks.
Yeah, there you go. You should have. Yeah. So draw from this either the corner or the center line or the midpoints, doesn't matter. But basically, you want to draw a horizontal line to each edge from the far left and the far right pattern, and then same thing top and bottom, and then set the two that are left and right to equal, and set the two that are top and bottom to equal. And it'll evenly, and then you can dimension that gap. Well, you've already got the gap dimensioned, so it'll set everything to be, actually, even because you have the top and bottom dimensions, you can do it.
Now, can you mine the gap?
You can do this instead. Make it a little easier, even easier for you. Click on your Smart Dimension tool. There's always more than one way to skin a cat.
Smart Dimension tool, got it.
Yep. All right, click on your far left.
Okay.
Vertical line and click on the far left edge, and then set that dimension equal to the one you have on the 4 millimeter there you have on the.
Oh, you said far left. That's one's dimension is the far left one.
Sorry, far right. Other left.
So you want me to dimension the far right
The
to
fat.
here?
Yeah, I flipped
Dimension your
myself
fatness.
around, so I was looking at me from the part, and that's on the left side of the part. But you're looking at it in the same orientation I am, so that didn't make much sense.
And then you hit equal.
Equal, and then click on your 4. Yep.
Oh, I like that. That's nice.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then you do the same thing top and bottom, except you would do it to your 2. So instead of that 2
I don't want to do it because I'm going to put another tray in the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You gotta have a big fat long tray.
Yeah.
All right, so the only other thing you need to do here, see how all your vertical lines in your pattern, your other 2 pattern rows are top and bottom, are blue. So the reason for that is because you can actually take that pattern. If you were to click the bottom right corner of that pattern, you could actually skew that pattern right and left.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So you can make
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a linear pattern, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a orthogonal pattern. It's just straight lines. So what you want to do here is click one of those blue lines, those vertical blue lines, and control click the one above it and set them to collinear.
Hold on. I'm going to try to figure out one that gives me a little better gap between. That's better. So
Well, instead of dimensioning that, if you really wanted to, you could just change your gap settings.
Oh, so I can just delete this dimension.
Yep. Delete that dimension entirely and just dimension your gap correctly.
So
Yeah, because then if you want to make sure you get 1.2 millimeters, and you can.
Yeah,
or
because you're constrained right now by your right and left dimensions, by your 4 millimeters. You could set the whole thing up to be 4 millimeters if you really wanted to, but I mean, who wants to do that?
There's a lot of plastic.
So then I hit the dimension tool, and I just dimension one of these gaps.
Yep.
So if I said that's 2 millimeters, then all of them would shift and be 2 millimeters apart.
Yep.
Okay. I also want this to be 4 millimeters. There we go. So what do I got to do with these vertical lines that are all poopy and cocky?
Yep. So control click the one of the vertical lines and the one that's directly above it, that's black.
Okay.
And then, excuse the background noise. And then just set a collinear relationship. You have a dimension selected too. That's why that did that.
Okay. So if I click something that's not dimensioned and this one, and I said collinear.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now they're all
that locks everything nice square grid.
cool. So now I just need another rectangle. Actually, you know what? That's going to be a different depth. I don't need it to be as deep. So we will go ahead and go to feature and extrude cut. And those are all being extrude cutted, not deep enough. So we need it to go, we said this was 25 millimeters, so we'll go with 24, no, 26. We got to leave room, 25 millimeters.
23. Because
Oh,
your
boy.
your thing is 25 tall. You need to have some space
That's
for
right.
magnets.
That's right. How
Mine's
tall are
23. Because your magnet's 1 mil, isn't it?
No, they're 2 mil thick.
Oh.
So we're going to go ahead with 21 millimeters. Yeah, there we go. And enter. Hey, look at that. We made a little tray to hold stuff in. And I just need to add one long rectangle here at the bottom, and then I am good. So sketch and rectangle. Let's see, can I base it off that line? Of course you're not going to base off that line. Whatever. There we go. And smart dimension. Boom. Boom. 4 millimeters.
Yeah, 21
4
mils.
And this line to this line also will be 2 millimeters. Okay. And feature, extrude cut, and we'll just make that thing like 10 millimeters deep.
Make it the same depth as everything.
No,
Save
tray
printing.
for thin wire.
Save printing.
No, you don't understand me.
Say
You don't understand my mind.
I'm
Well,
actually
I
kind of
don't-
glad I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not a negative.
It's not a negative. That's a feature.
So the reason I actually hopped onto the StreamYard was because you
Hi,
were
Dan.
sitting there with the handy dandy calculator converting inches to millimeters, and I was going to tell you, you can just type the inches directly into SolidWorks and it'll convert them for you.
Oh, that's right. You can just do 6IN instead of.
Yep,
There's no. It doesn't force you into one system or the other while you're sketching.
correct.
Well, I'm a dummy head. I'm gonna eat
That's
this
all right.
airhead.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Agreed.
Hi, boys. I'm out.
Deuces.
Bye.
See you, man.
Hi, Dan. Bye, Dan.
Didn't mean to scare you off there, Jordan.
Yeah, he did. It's all part of the plan.
Maybe a little bit. Oh. So, what are we making?
A tray.
That's a fancy looking tray.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to put in said tray?
Tackle.
Oh, it's going to be a tackle tray. I should have realized. We've been doing a lot of fishing related 3D printing stuff lately.
It's because you have a fisherman who has 3D printers.
Yes. So he wants to do fishing related things.
Now here's a question.
You want to make those chamfers, or do you want to make them fillets?
Yeah. Fillets versus chamfers. Which one wins?
Because a fillet.
Oh, I am set to fill it, aren't I?
You right now you're set to chamfer, but a fillet won't have a hard change in angle that you can.
She cannot have this.
I want a smooth, like, round edge, but I want the corner to be rounded. I don't like this.
Okay, well, you
Looking
need to round. It's okay. So go back into your fillet tool. Yeah, you are set to fillet. It just looks like a chamfer on my screen. Sorry about that. Go edit your fillet feature. But you
Yeah.
need to click your corners too. Or if you want to put them, if you want to have a different
Oh.
radius for your corners, then create a second fillet.
I gotcha. Can I click multi-radius fillet?
You can. You're gonna have that might throw you for a loop. What that is that's actually as your fillet goes along, you can change the radius at certain inflection points along it.
What?
It's fixed.
So I need to highlight the bottom and the corners at the same time when I do the fillet.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. So
Damn.
what you can do, so go back into your fillet tool real quick. I'll show you another little neat trick you can do.
Okay.
Delete. Oh no, you did it. Never mind. I thought you selected edges, but you got the faces. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I just
yeah. Nope. You're good. You already did what I was going to show you to do.
oh, and then
So then you can click the edge, and that'll put the. But I doubt you want a 5mm, or maybe you do. I don't know.
yeah, because the hard edges make it hard to grab.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she said.
Hey, now this is the adult stream or non-adult stream. This is my main channel.
I
tried
know
to-
it's your main channel. I feel honored that I'm on a stream on your main channel. But I mean, in all fairness, that's stuff I say around my kids. So
What?
Yeah,
that's what she said
that's-
goes. Yeah. So you know,
Uh-oh.
I mean, both my girls said their first curse word about age 3, but they used it.
Why
They used
so
it
late in
correctly.
life?
They used it well. You know, speech comes late sometimes, but they did use them properly. So there's that.
That's always good.
Mom made really poopy food today.
Yeah. Hmm. I have learned that I don't like that test, and I don't want anyone to get that test unless you absolutely have to. So
Well, good.
if you don't have to, don't do it. It's not a good one.
Guys, don't get old.
Oh God.
How's
However,
your
I've
wife
been
do
able.
on her test?
She hasn't had to have hers yet.
Wait, she drank the stuff and she hasn't had her
Oh,
test.
that test. Yeah, no, she did that part. Yeah, that test was different. She they found out that it's a elongated hernia, so she has to go in 2 weeks or week and a half. Like a week and a half, she has to have surgery. They're going to go in and do a laparoscopic and put a mesh in to help bring it all back together.
Well, that sounds fun and dandy.
Yeah, especially since I am now off until my test results come back, and if they come back positive, well, then my wife's not happy because now her surgery will be postponed because now she'll have to go into quarantine.
So it's all your fault.
Yeah,
Well,
did they
no.
shove that thing all the way in your nose?
Oh, it goes. You don't realize just exactly how far back your sinuses go until somebody's shoving a instrument in there.
Mhm.
Yeah, they got to go all the way to your brain.
I had an endoscope shoved up my nostril. That was fun.
Ooh, yeah,
And all the
no.
way down my throat. And I was like, nope.
Yeah, no, I don't ever recall like anything where they did the whole like intubating for like surgeries where they put it up the nose and down. I don't remember any of that. I was asleep for all that. I just remember the smell of nasty plastic being stuck in my nose
Yes.
for like a day or two after, like that brand
Yep.
new medical plastic smell you get. I remember that from, the last surgery I had, which they knocked me out and removed a mass from the back of my head back here. This was about
It's called
6
your
years
brain,
ago.
Dan. It's called your brain. No,
Yeah. They took more than they should have. Yeah. But no, so I guess I will give the Cliff Notes version of why Dan's home so early. So my daughter went to school today and decided my youngest daughter didn't like what they were doing in PE, said, I have a sore throat. Her and all the kids got sent home. Since I work in a school, and since I work in another school, and I told them that my kids got sent home because my daughter said she had a sore throat when she doesn't. It was just she didn't want to do what they were doing. They said, well, they got sent home. You have to go home.
Your
And then I
daughter
said-
is the hero of her class, by the way.
Yeah, because she came home. So I called her doctor, and my doctor's out of the office today. So I was like, I would have to wait till tomorrow when my doctor is in to call because my employer said, since you haven't been around anyone who's tested positive, I'm not going to say the name and stuff because I don't want to get Chris's main channel demonetized for this conversation. So I won't say what we're talking about, but everybody's smart enough to know. But so since my daughter did that, the school said that since we hadn't been around anybody who's tested positive, there's no like main rush to get everybody home and keep them together in that group that they use that word. I'm trying to use I'm trying to avoid using as many keywords as possible here for you, Chris. I'm trying to help you out, bud.
Yeah.
I don't want to use any trigger words. So to bring everybody home to be together as a group, shall we say?
Yeah.
So that
family
being
unit.
Said, yeah, come together as a family unit for an extended period of time. There's no need to necessarily do that right now, but they said 48 hours, but because of the weekend, it may be till first part Monday, Tuesday of next week before we'll know anything. And I got lucky that when I called back to let them know that, hey, instead of calling me at work to let me know, my employer sent me home. So just call my cell phone. I'll be at home. So they were like, okay. And I said, by the way, my doctor's out of the office till tomorrow. Think maybe he could put in the order for me so we could both get it done, because my employer is now requesting that I also have it done before I come back. And they're not requesting, if it comes back, everything is fine, then I can go back to work, and that's fine. My daughter and all my kids can go back to school because we haven't been around someone who has had this issue.
Correct.
So since no one we've been around has had this issue or been known to have this issue, we just have to get you're all clear, go back to doing what you were doing, and we can go back to doing what we were doing. There's no additional need for extended days together as a family unit. So there you have it. Long story short, I had somebody touch the brain stem way back there through my nose.
That's what they do.
Yeah, it wasn't
they
fun.
tickle your brain through your nose.
Yeah, and they don't go through one and done. It's like one and then the other. And I can tell you, I think that my daughter did learn a valuable lesson today. So I thank the nurse who taught her that lesson. She may have been the hero of the classroom there, Grubby, but I can tell you she was definitely regretting that decision when the nurse said, "This is what I have to do." And she went, and I was like, I told you she was going to do this. And she's like, just jaw dropped. And yes. So, by the way, Grubby, you're muted if you were saying anything.
No, my daughter's in here yelling at me about
the many wonders of being a father. Yep,
you
father.
Have to listen to that. Speaking of daughters, or is that wife?
There we go. We did it, folks.
That is looking beautiful.
Yay.
I can hold a bunch of stuff in there, and I even only chamfered the two sides because that way I can just roll the rods out and then put it into the machine. Because I have this desk-mounted tool for bending all the wires.
That is gorgeous. I like that. You should really put on there.
I need to add the magnet holes. That's right. I still need to add magnet holes.
Add magnet holes so that it holds everything in place, and then you also need to put somewhere on there Angry Warkaki Productions, or like a Angry Warkaki product, or Angry.
Yeah,
Angry
I don't logo my products.
How about Angler Warkaki?
That's good.
Angler Warkaki. Instead of angry, it's Angler. All you need to do is you need to take like your zombie logo there, and then just do like a
fisherman's hat on it.
Yeah, either a fisherman's hat and then the crossed fish hooks. You know what I mean? Like crossed fish hooks on there. Yeah.
Okay, down.
There you go. See, so you get like your fishing hat and your crossed fish hooks behind it. And there you go.
Yay, my prescription's ready.
Yay.
Said it was supposed to be ready for Friday. Today's Thursday, right? This is Thursday still?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Another month of Chris not going crazy on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go.
Just doesn't curl up into a ball and cry.
Yeah. Shane, I'm glad you're triggered, by the way. I was hoping that would be the case. What?
All right. So here we go, Grubby. I want to make another pattern.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a circle in the top two rows that I believe it's going to be 10 millimeters by 15 millimeters by. Yeah, this is great. Magnet and metal calipers. This is great. This is really easy to do.
So
Yes.
Yeah, 15.
Measure magnet.
Ugh.
Measure magnet. Add a millimeter and make a hole. Unless they're square.
dumb question for you.
Yeah.
Do you want to put the magnets there, or do you want to put them under a layer of plastic? So that
I
was
do
gonna say,
not want to put them
in
under a layer of
the box.
plastic.
it's easier to get the parts out.
Yeah.
The magnets aren't that strong. Most of the parts are brass. So they have very
Okay.
light magnetism, but it's just enough to like it won't slide out. The only things that have a lot of magnetism to them are going to be the hooks, which I do not want falling out. I want as much magnetism as possible because if I can keep the hooks from falling out of this tray and keep them off the floor where my feet can step on them, I'm a really happy kid. The rest of everything else is pretty much brass. So I basically just want that top row to be where I put my hooks. I just want
All right.
4 magnet holes
Yeah.
that are centered into each.
Yeah.
cube.
So click on one of the faces and create a new sketch.
All right, right click, sketch.
Yep.
And make a circle.
Circle.
And can I make like a middle point in this little rectangle here?
You can
That's
just
square,
draw
yeah.
just draw it for right now. And
Okay.
We'll get it centered in a minute.
Okay. So let's go ahead and dimension this, right?
Yeah. You want to dimensional it.
So 15.3 millimeters. Why not?
Yeah. Give yourself a little bit of room.
A little bit of room.
There you go.
Got,
And then
got,
if you want to be lazy, just drag a center line from corner to corner.
yeah.
Oh, from this to this?
Top,
This one.
top right, bottom left,
So we're going to use center line tool.
or top left, bottom right, whatever.
I mean, you could do it from midpoints, but this gets you centered both ways. So, I mean, either way it would work. But and then just take the circle, control click the center. No, you only need one.
Huh? Too late. I already did 2.
Well, whatever.
There you go. Just put
Go
the
ahead.
dot on the crosshair.
Yep.
You're done.
So click this and click
There.
this point here.
Mhm.
And then coincident? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm learning.
look at that. There you go. Coincidentally, they're now in the center of one another.
And then you could just create another pattern under your pattern.
All right.
Create pattern, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, or copy paste, 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 paste.
Okay.
Hey, Mickey, what is up, Mickey?
So just do
I got to click the object. There we go.
so. However many you want. I wouldn't even worry about spacing right now. Just put in the number.
4. That's all I want. I just want the top row to have magnets in it.
All right.
Actually, you know what? We'll do 2 row. We'll do X and Y. Why not?
Okay.
But we need to flip this to down. There we go. And it'll make it 20 millimeters so they're not touching each other, which will just bother me going forward.
There you go.
Just hit done for the linear pattern.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Now
So
just-
now what you can do is
Yep.
draw you a diagonal in that bottom right box, like the middle row, but what'll be the bottom right box of the pattern.
This one?
Middle right box.
Middle
Yeah.
right box.
All the way-
Okay.
Yep.
Draw
Middle
your
right box.
diagonal corner to corner there.
Corner to here.
Yeah, like you did before. Corner to
Gotcha.
corner across the center.
I just need 1 corner, though. I don't need 2 corners.
Yeah, you only need one. 'Cause
So
you'll
I'll
be able to-
go corner to corner. Got it.
There you go. And then click the center of the bottom right of circle of your pattern.
Yep. And then control click
Control
the center.
line, and then just do midpoint. Or you can control click you should have a.
Oh my God. That's freaking amazing.
Look at that witchcraft.
And then now what you can do is control click the center vertically from
A
that.
Kickstarter for this design yet? What? And do what?
All right, so control click the center point of any of the circles.
That's right. And you want me to hit
Instead of-
equal to.
Nope, just control click the 2 centers, and then you're going to hit vertical. If they're vertical, or so
Yeah.
that's going to be horizontal.
Oh,
Nope. Vertical's going to merge everything. Click Control Z. Control Z.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Yeah. So if they're vertical, click vertical. If they're horizontal, click horizontal.
Yeah, I got you. So these are going to be horizontal. So horizontal, right?
Yep.
That didn't do anything.
Nope, just and then do a vertical.
Oh, and then do this one down here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Control. And then control. And this one's vertical. Got it.
Which might,
Yeah. So because remember, you're creating when you do a linear pattern, you're creating a grid, but you're creating it on a parallelogram. So you have to define.
Ben, what's up, sir?
So what you did by doing the midpoint for the 2 was you said, okay, so those 2 points are fixed, but you still had a rhombus where you could drag the other 2 corners out.
Gotcha.
So what you did, you constrained those other 2 corners.
Let's go ahead and go to features, extrude cut, and we're going to go to the measure to make sure this is actually 2 millimeters thick. It's okay if they stick out a little bit, but 1.8. We're going to go with 1.6.
1.75.
I was gonna say that'll give you an edge for your hooks.
Oh, that's right. We want to go deeper if we want it.
Yeah.
So if it's 1.8, we'll go 1.85. Actually, wait, we have to think of layer height. 1.84.
I would do something.
Yeah.
I would go probably 1.9-ish, but that's just
Nope. I trust my printers.
Yep.
I trust my Prusas that aren't Prusas anymore.
His non-Prusa.
All right, and I think I'll put like a couple magnets in this tray. Let's see how magnetic the steel wire is.
Yes.
That way, if I topple this thing over, I don't lose a whole bunch of these things.
Yeah.
Alexa.
They are very magnetic.
You know,
Well, not very. They're so
a
thin.
thought
That,
would be if you recreate your pattern of the 4 and then just relay that in. You know, like just take your 4 and then just.
well, I just want to do 2. 4, just I'm just
Okay.
wasting magnets at this point.
So watch this, right? So go back into that sketch.
Oh, in the sketch. Okay,
Your
so
circle
right
gets a
click
square.
and edit sketch.
Carolyn, just chill.
Okay.
Grab the center too.
Nope. Don't even have to do that. So.
Now remember, the tray is a different depth.
Oh,
So this
yeah.
tray is shallower.
All right, this isn't gonna work. All right, never mind.
Because this would
Yeah.
hold probably like 100 wires. If I made it deeper, I'd just be digging my hand in this big deep tray.
Yeah. All right, never mind.
So, all right, exit sketch.
Yeah, it was a nice thought.
Yeah.
It was. I knew we were going with, but I was like, I don't think you were here when I built the first part. And I only made this thing like 10 millimeters.
I was. I just forgot that it was shallower. I remember the whole conversation about somebody saying, "Hey, make it the same depth," and you're like, "No, I don't want it." Yeah.
I don't want to dig my hand all the way in there.
Yeah.
I could put them on the bottom, but most of the parts aren't that strongly magnetic. They're brass. So I would, if I embedded them a couple layers underneath, that would work, but I think I'd lose too much magnetism. So these aren't the world's strongest magnets. These are just things I bought on Amazon when I was doing the 3D printed speakers. So like the only parts that are truly magnetic are these spring steel, the hooks. So because they're nickel coated spring steel, so they're very magnetic. But like even to this is a very weak magnetism with one magnet. If I were to put, do I have anything that's printed? So let me put this box. This box has one layer of 3D printedness. If I put that on top of that magnet and I put this here, it is barely holding on. So
You're gonna want to flush mount them.
yeah, so I'm just gonna flush mount them. There's actually tool trays that have this already with magnets that are flush. They're not meant for making lures or anything, but they exist.
Well, you are making it so you can make lures.
Yes.
So it makes more sense to.
What's
make
up,
what you
Sergio?
need. What's going on, Sergio?
Correct.
Hey,
And if
Skylar.
I feel like I need to change it, I can change it. I can cut that hole at the bottom and from the bottom instead.
Mhm.
And then just, figure out where to embed them.
Yep.
So. Plus, I don't want the magnetism on the bottom of the tray to be too high because then everything's going to stick to the bottom of the tray. I'll move it around the table.
Well,
I'm like,
that-
why is
the
everything
table
stuck under-
not bad, but like if you're fishing, you got to buy the car. You can always have magnets on the bottom, so it'll stick to the hood of the car, the trunk, or whatever. So
Well, this is for building lures, so this is going to hold my parts because I just started. I don't know if you've seen this.
I
but-
saw you were designing one last I saw.
Correct. I ordered generic parts. Let me get my screen up here. There we go. I ordered generic parts, and I made my own
yes.
little inline spinners.
Nice.
So I've got powder coat paint with glitter and everything. Look, glitter everything, glitter the world.
Glitter the world. Yes.
Come
Look at
on,
that.
focus on my hand. There we
Focus
go.
on the
You can
lure
see
and
the
less
little
on
gold glitter in there.
Oh, nice. That is
Yeah.
fancy.
Glass bearing.
Ooh,
And I even have a wire forming tool. So
that's
I don't know
awesome.
if you can see
Yeah,
how nicely
little-
wound
oh.
that is.
Yeah, it's not bad. That looks good. Better than I
Yeah.
could do. I'm not much of an angler myself.
Yeah, I did catch fish on them yesterday. I went out for a couple hours and I was able to catch let me see, link. That's not the link anybody wants. There's the link again if anyone wants that maker thing for the V6 the PTFE cutter. Invite, copy clipboard. Oh, we got a Viking. What
So
a
the,
Viking.
If you go,
Relax
so one
on
thing
the
you can do Griff, to change your how those magnets are put in.
Yeah.
If you wanted to change, if you decide you want to change it to come in from the bottom instead of the top.
Yeah.
You can do it without changing your sketch at all.
Nice.
So what you would do is you'd go into the edit the feature.
Mhm.
So that cut extrude.
And move it to a different plane.
Nope. Don't even need to do that. So if you right click on edit, I'll show you real quick.
So this cut extrude here.
Nope, your magnets. Yep, that one.
So right click, cut extrude.
Yep.
Edit feature.
Edit feature. Yep.
Okay.
So see at the top where it says from sketch plane?
Ah, yeah.
You can change the plane that the feature's on. So you can do like offset, so you could sink it below the
Genius.
and then you switch your direction around and you could do through all to the bottom. And then that'll give you a thickness of plastic between the tray and the magnet, and then a hole in the bottom for you to insert the magnets.
Yeah, I could do a layer pause and drop them in there.
You could do that too if you wanted to. So
Yeah. I'm going for ease of manufacturing. I'll probably print 2 of these trays. I got some of that cosmic graphite PLA still loaded up, and I think that just looks so sexy for my parts because all the parts are brass or nickel, like silver nickel. I think they just look gorgeous. So I'll put my glass beads and stuff in here, blades in here, some bodies and hooks up here. Yeah.
man, being on the Real Channel really is crimping my style.
I know it's
Saying so many
weird
things
when
that I can respond to, and I can't.
I feel like
Bass Pro called and they love it.
yeah, you know that's gonna happen, man. Bass Pro's gonna order like 10.
Well, here's the thing. I bought a wire forming jig, and they're like $65. I'm going to try to reverse engineer it in 3D printable parts.
There you
Nice.
So you can
And then
make your
return
own.
the $65 ones.
No, I'm going to keep it
Oh,
because
okay.
it's nice.
Okay, because I'm not above getting my money back sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm going to get my money back on
reverse
one wire
engineer
forming
it
tool.
and get my money back.
Yeah. So I did order one wire tool that I don't like. The pin is so small that it just slips all the time. And that was one of the negatives people said. Some people were like, well, just be patient with it. And other people said it just slips. And I'm one of those people like, I'm not patient enough. So I went and bought the $65 one instead of the $30 one. And I was like, all right, be here Friday.
Yeah, I think your aggravation was worth that $30.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is already hard enough for me because I'm just like, I sat the other day and I just sat here and made 30 spinners. And I'm like, I can do this while watching TV. But I'd rather be streaming and doing it. So I might make a offshoot of my 3D printing channel and do 3D printing, kind of like the Outdoorsman. I can't remember his name. Awesome channel.
Yeah.
He uses 3D printing to make molds, to make lures.
What the heck is it?
I don't know.
Dang it. Hold on. I'm going to go look him up because I remember it.
He's super good. Like his CAD skills are amazing. He actually sells his CAD.
Somebody's going to get it before I am. I know they will.
Yeah. I mean, I could look it
I
up
don't know.
on my YouTube. I subscribe to him. I just got to type in Outdoorsman. It should.
I'm subscribed to him
Subscriptions.
too, but it's taking forever.
That's not a bad idea, WFO. Laser engrave your zombie head on the spinner blade.
I would love to have a laser engraver.
How do you not have a laser engraver already?
I don't believe in it. Oh man, he doesn't even show up. I type in outdoor and I get outdoor chef life.
Believe in it.
Yeah,
Outdoor
I know
boys.
that's the worst part. That's what I've been doing. Is I'm like,
And I'm
scrolling
in
through the
my
list.
subscriptions.
Me too. And I'm scrolling down, and I know I'm subscribed to him
Yeah.
because I just watched one of his streams the other night.
Yeah, I did too. I just watched a couple where he was making soft plastics. He showed you the entire process because I ordered
the handy outdoorsman.
Handy
Or
outdoorsman.
handy
Yeah.
outdoor nerd. That's what it is. He's the handy outdoor nerd. I believe that's the guy you are talking about. He's got like 300. He's got like 300 subs. If that's the same guy.
I don't know. I'm not subscribed to this one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's the same guy you're talking about though. But
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the handy outdoor nerd is the one I thought you were referring to. But yeah,
Maybe it's the handy outdoorsman.
could be.
Nope, that's not him either. I will. There's one person told me who it was, and they kept reminding it, and I finally subscribed, and I was like, "This is amazing." He just hasn't posted in a while, so it's only showing me. Like, I want to see my actual list of things I'm subscribed to. Where is that in YouTube? Okay, home.
Home subscriptions.
Home. Yeah, and I click on subscriptions. It doesn't give me a list. It just gives me a list of who.
Posted anything lately?
No.
No, if you click on subscription, so on your home screen, right, you have a box on the left for subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. If I click manage, I can see the list of them.
You can.
Beard 3D printing, one video. Captain Disillusion, CNC Kitchen, Dan Hurd, Dan 3D, DB3D, Debo's Fishing, Daryl Host Sing Photography, Electro Boom. Love that guy.
Yeah,
Extreme Philly Fishing.
Chris is just name dropping like crazy right now. Look at him go.
Joe Mike Tortellini. I'm unsubscribing from you.
Tortellini?
I do not watch Kip K anymore. He's a poop monkey. I'm also unsubscribing from Lulzbot. Why am I subscribed to Lulzbot?
Because you own one?
Marlene Bates, Mental Floss, Mr. Puzzle.
Yeah, you were hoping for some information that might be useful.
Mr. Nigel NG, Odd Tinkering, Primitive Technology, ProZD, Puffin, Realistic Fishing, Red Green Sean. Technology Connections, that's a good one. Report of the Week, Wolf Pit.
Yeah, Alex.
Tripod Skirt. What? So I went through all these people and I couldn't find. Oh, there it is. Handy. I just saw it. JKH. What?
Handy Outdoorsman.
I think it is the Handy Outdoorsman. No. What the hell? I just saw it. I was scrolling through and I saw. It's not Handy Mania.
Handy Manny.
Hey, Graybeard. What's up, Fun King? Yeah, you're in here.
We can fix it.
Did I not subscribe to him? Whatever. Going back to StreamYard.
Just remember, if you can't be handsome, at least be handy.
Yeah. All right. So a couple of magnets in this tray. So sketch, circle. Oh wait, not sketch, circle. Escape.
Circle gets a square.
Right click. Get out of the sketch. There we go. Right click. Add sketch. Circle. Click circle in there. And yep. And I don't even remember what the dimensions need to be.
You don't need to. You can just click on one of the other circles.
Oh, that's right. I can just do this and then hit equal. And
no dimension. No dimension. You don't need a dimension. Like
I don't?
Get out of the dimension tool.
But I just did it. Okay, get out of the dimension.
Get out of the dimension tool.
Escape.
Delete your dimension.
Yeah, whatever.
Click the dimension, delete. There you go. Click the circle.
Yep, it is clicked.
Click the other circle.
Control click it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not the face, the edge.
Oh, the edge.
What?
Not the face.
Learn how to put your Legos together. Take your Legos apart.
I don't know how. No,
I don't know how.
Watch. You just go like this. They're Duplos.
You go snap, snap.
Oh, equal.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. So I need to make 2 of these circles. So should I do a linear sketch pattern again?
Nope. What you should do is you should grab your center line.
Okay, making a center line.
Grab you a center line right vertically down the middle of that tray.
Where is that center point? Is there a way of?
Yeah, just grab highlight one of the edges of the tray. I mean, you can do it from all the way up there. You don't need to, but sure.
Okay. Center line, got it. And do a mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it backwards.
No, you did it fine. Just click the box down there at the bottom where it says mirror about.
Okay, and it is a mirror. I don't want this one. I want mirror about, and I want this line.
Yeah. If you click the mirror about box and click the line, it'll delete it out of the other box for you.
Gotcha.
So, and then you can save that, and then you can just put where you want that thing.
Okay, and then if I do a center line from here. Oh, it's already on the center line.
It appears to be.
Oh, it's not. It's just above it. Okay.
Oh, biscuits.
So then if I click this circle and I control click this line and I say horizontal,
Nope,
I guess coincident. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
And then smart dimension.
Get out of her room. Oh no. Ella. You can't find on your class if you're late.
You know what? I just want to center it in that new rectangle.
Hey.
Yeah, I was going to say, put it right in the center.
Get me back there.
Whatever.
You need to spawn.
There we go. That's fine.
I have to go shortly.
That's fine.
Understood.
Not being yelled at.
You are being scalded.
It's a really horrible time. to get
Oh, he's got a kitty print.
I didn't pick a time to be on the computer. Chris picked a time to be on the computer.
I did. I
doing
ruined it for everyone.
and so I just came on here to help him.
That's a little kitty.
So blame Chris. He lives in Rockford.
You
I do.
are
Come over here,
Say no.
Mamacita.
This is not his fault.
He'll take you to Portillo's.
Yeah, he'll take you to Portillo's and he'll let you stroke his beard.
Yeah, you're like immune from being in trouble because of where you live, Chris. So
That's fine.
How does that work? He's not the one who made the decision to get on the computer and go back inside.
yelled at.
Hey, I'm glad it's not me this time. It's nice to
Wait
find
for
out.
once.
I'm like,
And you just
I'm
bought a
innocent.
big monitor too, so you got to be real nice here for a little bit.
You know, I actually almost did the same thing today. I almost bought a 24, not a really big one. I almost bought a 24-inch monitor to take the place of one of these 19s that are sitting here.
I've got two curved 27s that I can. I'll sell you cheap.
What's
How cheap?
what's the hertz rating on them?
They're 60, 1080p
60. They're only 60s. See, I'm looking
He
at
needs gaming monitors.
I'm looking at least one that would be 165 hertz, 144 hertz, somewhere in that area.
One microsecond.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I think we're done.
I want one super fast one that's really, really flashy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then maybe I might consider acquiring two 27-inch curves as well. And then kind of weird with two 27-inch curves on the sides and right in the middle being that. Yeah, no, not right now. I'll get in too much trouble.
Just say your kid did it.
My wife- Oh, the kid must have hit buy it now. My bad, honey. I guess it's already here. We might as well just keep it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I want to make this hole deeper. So let's go ahead and
I agree.
Let's go ahead and edit this feature, and it can be longer.
Yeah, you want to be longer and deeper.
So let's go ahead, instead of making 1 millimeter, we'll make it 2.4 millimeters deep.
Grubby stays much longer. We might be able to hear the demise of a grubby.
He's muted though.
Yeah,
He's
now
muted
he is.
again?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
now he is. He's safe right now.
I mean, as safe as he can be.
Yeah.
All right. We did
Oh
it.
man.
We now have the tool to make things.
You have the tool for making things. Nice.
Uh-huh. It's
Would
got
that
my
be
little jig line there, so I can
think-
cut
I
my
think-
metal.
I do think you need to talk to somebody about putting a fisherman's hat on top of your little zombie, and then doing the crossed hooks, like the angler crossed hooks.
It's a pirate crossed hook.
Yeah, and then just start doing the whole like angler warcocky.
Mm-hmm.
Keep angry warcocky, of course, because
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
that
Angler
tends to
Warcock
be-
would be my other YouTube stream where I do fishing and 3D printing and
Yeah, this is where you
lure
incorporate
making.
3D fishing. Yeah, this is where the whole like 3D printing meets fishing. Angler warcocky.
Yeah,
It
there's a
would
bunch
be-
of stuff I want to make for fishing. Like I want to make these clips to hold my drop shot weights while I'm that way the weight's not swinging around while I'm carrying my rod.
Yeah, that's kind
There's
of
a bunch of things I want to make.
Well,
You know,
and
now I have a tool to make it, and I can bug Grubby Zebra 3 times a day. So
Yeah, and at some point maybe have to take his wife out to dinner as a way of saying sorry for stealing him so many
I will
times.
buy all the Chicago hot dogs people want.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. She is a huge fan of the Chicago style hot dog, isn't she?
She loves the Portillo's.
Yeah. I have to say, I'm glad there's a Portillo's about an hour away from me in either direction. About an hour and a half away in either direction, north or south, I can hit a Portillo's. So
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and export this as an. Well, first let's hit save. I haven't saved this thing
yeah,
the entire time.
Save now before you go. No. Get ready.
I got to get. This thing doesn't have the auto saving, which maybe there's a setting for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably a
No
setting
Frostbite,
in
no firmware yet. We're still designing things in CAD.
making things happen.
I have a 5-watt laser I can send you. What?
I'll take a 5-watt laser. What?
Oh man, I don't.
You'll
Man,
take anything because it's free.
I'll hook up the Taz and turn Taz into a laser.
Yeah, do it. Do
it. Oh, that would be rude.
Well, the crazy part would be is that the Taz would then have the ability to actually start things on fire.
Correct.
Crank up the
Spinner
laser,
tray.
put a piece of balsa wood on there, and let it go.
I love the pickle. Pickle is delicious. All right,
Agreed.
save as, and let's make this an STL. STL.
You know, now I want a Chicago style hot dog.
Dude,
Yeah,
I've
I don't
been
know
craving
what
one for a
exactly
while.
it is, but I would definitely eat it.
So
it's a hot dog.
I'll
on a
be
sesame-
frank, but it's
Yeah.
got to be a crispy one. You got to have one that has the actual skin still on the frank, not the ones that are just boiled turds.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you have it in a poppy seed bun, a steamed
Mhm.
poppy seed, so it's soft,
Mhm,
and it's a slice of pickle,
Mhm.
sports peppers,
mhm,
mustard,
mhm,
celery salt,
mhm.
and tomato
Yes.
and onion.
And onion.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's it's got a little bit of spice, it's got a little bit of sweet, it's got a little bit of salty, and a little bit of vinegar. So you got like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Across the board,
package.
it's like it's a bite of delicious every time.
it
Yeah.
is. It's a really good, and
Sounds
it
good.
has to get. You have to get the good hot dog. I hate when you go to
Yeah.
a place, you get a Chicago, and it's that soft limp.
Yeah, it's like the
Like hot dog.
you're like it's like yeah.
Uh-huh.
You want to bite into it and hear the snap every time you bite it of the
Mhm.
skin as you bite into it. You got to have that
Yeah.
snap.
Yep.
And it's one of those ones that when you eat one, you're like, I need another one. And then the problem is you find yourself eating at least 2 to 3 of them.
Mhm.
And usually by about the third one, you're like, I want more. But if I do, I'm really going to be paying for this.
12.
I usually, like, if it's Portillo's, I'll usually get 2 to 3. Otherwise, there actually is a place around here that actually does the what is it, the
This is for my Taz, I think.
yeah.
I'm in the
No.
wrong printer, so start slicing. Oh, I'm on SKR Bear. Okay.
Oh.
And SKR PLA version 1. What infill do I have on here? I have 5% infill. I have adaptive 5 to 15. Let's go adaptive 5 to 20 because some of those areas need to be bridged pretty well. So
Yeah.
save and slice.
And let's see how long it's going to take.
It's going to take
Any-
a while because it's just a big
any-
freaking rectangle.
Any guesses? Anybody? Any guesses? I'm saying 16 and a half hours.
I'm gonna say 8.
16 as well.
I'm gonna say 8.
You know your printer's better than we do, so we're probably double. So
Well
yeah.
done.
It says 13, so we're in the middle.
Okay, there you go.
I was the lowest without going over though. $7.
Also
So it's a
12.
$7 part. So if you decide to sell,
Well,
those,
I don't have the
that's a
values.
$21 part.
It has a roll of $20, $25 filament in it. So
Again,
so it's gonna be cheaper than that.
Right rules.
no,
I've
it's-
never
it's-
set the values. It still says like $40 a kilogram in here.
So it's a $21 part then. That's what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
you're selling them for $21 a piece because you got cost of magnets, time, and filament.
Mhm.
So it's $21 part all day long. There you go. There you go. Put it up on your angryworkhockey.com under the angler section.
I'll show the STL and the step. I'll put up on the Prusa printers here in a second. If I remember my login for it.
Be right back.
All right. SKR PLA _ spinner tray. Save. And done. And let me get off that normal mode and go to. Oh, yeah. That looks nice.
That's looking schmexy.
Yeah.
It's the mama. Mama's home. I'll be back.
Mama,
in a
you
minute.
can't leave the house for the next year and a half because Dan keeps getting in trouble. Awesome. We did it. So let's go ahead and open a new window. New window. Open new window. Come on over here from second monitor. Let's go into server 1. Make sure there's a, yeah, okay. And upload. And spinner tray. And open. And upload.
Exactly.
A cover would be nice for when I'm not working on stuff. But I'm hoping to convert this table that I never use over here to like making fishing lures. Oh my gosh. So, yep, 13 hours is what Repetier thinks, and that's very close. Only 129 layers. So let's go ahead and hit print. Okay, that was fun. So we went from build to print in an hour and a half. That's amazing.
Good job.
We did it, team.
Alrighty, well, I gotta go because the youngin's screaming, the wife's getting mad.
You've got a monitor not to stare at anymore.
I tell you, man, this thing's great. It's like having 3 screens again. Because I've got 2 panels that are 1920 by 1440,
Mhm.
and then I've got another. So, and then my left side's 1280 by 1440, and I had that split in 2. So I have like my Google Voice for work at the bottom.
Yep.
And then I have right now it's Discord. I also put my Microsoft Teams for school up there, and then I still have my 24-inch 1080p off to the side. That's got a Fire TV plugged into it.
Dan, here's what I should do.
You need one of these, Chris.
I should embed magnets in these little holes here, and then some on this side, and then make a tray that magnets on top.
Yes. Or lid. You put the small magnets in the corner. You could either have a lid for your top one, or you could stack them.
Yeah.
Having. Yep.
Possibilities are endless when you design your own nonsense. So, yeah, what I may do is come back in and measure, like when the print's done, see if I can fit some magnets, some small, like 2mm magnets.
Yeah.
And then put some key marks on here,
you
and then
because you have 4mm space on around the corners, and
I do.
so yeah, that was
Yeah.
my ear.
It could have been worse. It could have been your ear.
Oh,
Unsponsored plug, but Paper Pro staplers are awesome because they're like staple guns, except they're desk staplers.
I love the electronic ones. Have you seen those?
On the kids' now.
It's
it
like
does
slide
work
your
on the
paper
kids.
under it, and it goes. It goes like.
Yeah, but those are expensive.
They are.
So.
So-
All right, I'll catch you later.
All right, thanks, Frank.
I don't know if you'll be on tonight, but if you are,
My next thing to do after this is another design, and then I think I'm going to put firmware off till tonight because I need to disassemble some workout equipment that needs to go out to the garbage this weekend.
Gotcha. Man,
So
don't
couple
throw it away.
broken rowing machines that are back there. So
Man, look, put it on Facebook Marketplace. Say free to a good home, and people will come and take those things in like 5 seconds flat.
yeah, I got a guy who recycles, and he drives like one of those guys in a truck that he recycles any metal that he finds. So we just put it out on Sunday, and then it's gone before the garbage comes on Monday. So
Oh, okay.
we don't even. I just like taking it apart anyway because I can't get up the stairs. There's no way without taking it apart. So
Well, I mean, at least you're going to get a workout from it finally. I mean, it probably hasn't been used since you got in the basement, so now you're actually going to. So, all right, take it easy.
yeah, see you, Grubby. Now that's not a bad idea, WFO writer. I could make a tower with trays, and this could be the tray that slides in, and then I can embed a little magnet back here on the back side that holds it in place, and then put a little handle on the front so I can grab it. Huh. Yes, you want some 300 by 300 style firmware. So probably tonight I'll hop on and do a stream with a little bit of firmware stuff. I'm going to do one more CAD design that I need to do, and then I will be ready. I will be ready indeed. So, well, that was fun. That was actually a cool design. I like this. I'm going to save a picture of it. But first, let's go ahead and let's go add-ins and oh, no. I can click solid bodies, click on the body and material. And let's make it out of ABS PC. Oh, look how clear that is. That's what it looked like if I made it in clear material. That's spoofy. Okay. Let's right click and material, and let's try rubber. Oh, that's better. There we go. There we go. And let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. And let's go to save as. Let's go ahead and save that as a JPEG. Save. All right. Yep. I've not seen what you're making, Aaron. Not seen it. And let's do one normal to the top plane. So normal to top plane. And then we'll bring it this way slightly. And we'll do another save as JPEG. JPEG. And we'll call that V2. All right. And let me export a step file, save as, and step. There we go. Save. Some rubber is shiny. Do I have that shiny rubber thing down here? Hey, look at that. It's printing. I just picked rubber because I knew I just wanted something that was that dark gray. Ooh, that's an A8 plus Big Bear. I'm okay with that. So do I still have my, I think I closed that window. I did close that window. All right, open new window in Firefox. Let's go to prusaprinters.org. Am I even logged in? I probably don't even know my password. Log in. It's all on this. Settings, passwords. Look at my face. Thank you. Search and Prusa printers. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna go full screen here. That way you can't see me typing in my password. All right. Blah, 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 blah. What? Inserted credentials are invalid. What? That's the correct email. Let me see if I type that. There we go. We're in. Okay, let's go ahead and print and add new print. And I guess I can drag and drop. So 3D printing and Solidworks and spinner body step. Not spinner body. I need spinner tray, spinner tray, spinner tray, and a JPEG for that. There we go. All right. We'll call it tackle tray, or I guess parts tray. Parts tray. I needed a custom tray to. Oops. What? Oh man, to put two T's in compartments. $15 by 2 millimeter. Hey Dan.
Yeah, I'm back. I was hoping that the noise was calming down in here now, but as soon as I unmuted it, of course they chimed back up again. So, but yeah.
Gadgets, fashion, health. I have no idea.
Do they have anything
sports
for
and outdoor?
Yeah,
outdoor sports.
Outdoor. Yeah.
Additional tags. Fishing.
Yeah.
Lure.
Yeah.
Outdoors.
Yeah.
Parts.
Mm-hmm. All good things. These are all good things.
Parts tray?
Yeah, parts tray.
Oh, look at that. Print instructions. Anything works but designed for 0.2 millimeter layer height and 0.45 millimeter layer width. Wow, I can't type for crap. Look, there's the photos. Model files are there. Source of 3D. Nope. License. I don't know. Sure. General public license, so you guys can do whatever the hell you want with it. Sharing, remix culture allowed, commercial use is allowed, meets open definition.
I'm going to print a bunch of them, and I'm going to sell them for $25 a piece, and I'm not going to give you any credit.
Okay.
I'm not that rude. I'd have to give you some credit. You know, just say that I designed it, but you assisted. I kid, Chris. I kid.
All right, let's see if it's in my thing. My prints. Wait, I hit save. What? I don't get. I published. Publish now. Okay. I don't know what it wants from me. Let's see. Fishing parts tray. Maybe that's what it is.
Yes, fishing parts tray.
I have no idea. Save draft. Close. You want to leave with your print without saving? What? I've hit the button. Okay, let's try something. Let's go to producerprinters.org and prints. See if it's in there. There's a save draft. So let's go ahead and switch it to published and hit publish now and hit refresh. Publish now. Publish. Why? Why for no? Edit. Publish. Edit print. There's nothing here. There's no text. No nothing. Here is a tray. Outdoor sports. Outdoor sports. There we go. Tray. Fishing. Magnet. Publish. No source. Fine. Let's pick a different. Maybe that's why. Publish now. Okay. Well, now published. The video is all my attorneys need. All right. There we go. We have a thing. And no print files. Files. Yep. SolidWorks step file STL. A small but unrelated question. Are you happy with the Prusa Mini so far? I like the Mini. It works fine. It's too small for what I need. So my lady has it. And she prints with it.
Yes, the Prusa Mini is a nice little printer. At some point, I would like to get one, but not right now.
Someone reported a post in our. No, I don't know why that's reported. So we're just going to leave it. So I guess we need to share this to Tweetar. Brian Vines had never seen Electro Boom before.
What?
Yeah.
Electro Boom's been around for how long, and he hasn't seen him yet?
Yeah, and Electro Boom's awesome.
Yeah, especially since like one of his first videos that made him like popular was the electric guitar that he made.
Yep. All right, Control C. Let's go to Twitterland. All right. We've been streaming. If I could spell, I cannot spell. I cannot. This keyboard pisses me off. I'm so used to flat keyboards.
Yeah.
Let's see, when streaming and creating in SolidWorks. Check out. Oh my gosh. Check out this awesome tray I made for holding parts as I assemble. Can't spell. Assemble spinning lures for the fishing. Boom. And let's go ahead and put a picture up. So 3D printing and SolidWorks.
Yes. Pictures are good.
Yeah. And tweet.
It's been tweeted.
Viking, you had a link. Where'd Viking go? Did he disappear?
Yeah, he disappeared. It's just me and you.
Oh. Well, that's just lame.
I know, because who wants
Close
to talk
tabs.
to me?
It is a workhorse.
Yeah. On a side note, now I've while we were sitting here in the abyss that is the behind, I put in my dinner order. So dinner has been ordered.
Chris may order some Chicago dogs today.
I know, which sucks because there's nowhere around here to get Chicago dogs, like good Chicago dogs. So Casey's Pizza it is.
Dude, the Casey's Pizza is really good. I have to admit, like,
the problem with
again, but I'm not a pizza snob, so it's just like it could be gas station pizza, it could be Red Baron. I like red sauce with cheese and crust. Like,
yeah, as long as it has the 3 key ingredients, it's pizza.
Yeah. Oh, I can go back since I don't mind people looking at my keyboard now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good luck figuring out my alphanumeric password.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So.
All right. We did it. We did it.
It is something. It is on the Prusa Prints. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the Prusa Prints and get it.
Yeah, share the link on my Twitter right now.
Yeah. It's hot.
Okay. What do I need now? I was going to print something else to help me with the fishing stuff.
Yeah.
I think I needed... This is the hard part. Like I didn't write anything down. I just knew I needed to make this fishing tray. And then I was like, if I have time and I still have the energy, I'm going to work on something else real quick. But let's go ahead and close this. Go ahead and open a new part.
I had to sneeze.
Not open. Let's make a new part. There we go. New part. Open.
Yes, make a new part. What are we making now?
I don't know. Let's go to top plane and go ahead and put that as our normal. Let me think here.
I should make a...
Did I make that print big enough to fit on a Mini? I forget the Mini's bed sizes. I think it's only 165 by 165 is what I went with.
That I don't.
I was gonna design something else. What was it? Help me here, Dan. Help me with the logic in my brain.
You were going to design a thing that would do that thing you were trying to get done.
Correct.
When you take those things and you put them with that other thing, and you needed somewhere to put them.
I do have really small magnets right here. What size is? Oh God, I hate this part. Putting magnets up against the metal. So 8 millimeter. I think this is 3 millimeter. Yeah, by 3.
8 by 3.
8 by 3. So I'd really like a way to hold my a quick, easy way to hold the weights on my rods. That way they don't bang around and get twisted up and do stupid stuff. Yeah. I got to figure out a way. I guess I got to make it a TPU. That way I can stretch it to fit around and be able to have one size fits all. But then what would this is what I get for not writing anything down. This is like a bonus round.
It's the go back and redo what I did until I find what the logic I was looking for. Mm-hmm. Yes. Where's that logic?
WFRO got the first download and first like.
Oh, WFO, you're an overachiever.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, thinking. I want. Huh. What I really want to design. So I don't know if you guys have ever worked with powder paints before. I never have until today. this company called, I guess I should go back to us. The damn drawers are stored I'll work on that. That'll be, so let's go back to this. Oh, okay. So this is called ProTech powder paint. It's a really cool technology. I guess I can show it on live stream. Let me go back to us. Do I have something I can paint?
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. It just has to be metal. So let's go ahead and paint. I don't know. What the hell do I have here? Sure. Let's print let's paint. No, God, that's dumb. Why would I paint that? Oh boy. Well, I have no idea. I gotta find something metal here that I can paint, and I'm not gonna be like mad that I did that to myself.
Do you have a tool? Paint a tool.
It's probably a worse paint for that. It's very hard paint.
Oh,
so if I start working with it, it'll chip. I don't have any more lead bodies, or else I would paint a lead body for you on stream. I just went ahead and painted all of them yesterday because I was just in a roll, in a roll.
Like Dan says there. How about rod clips? Got any rod clips you can paint?
I don't. What is something? Oh, you know what? I'll just grab one of these screws. We'll just do it. I don't care. I don't need these screws for anything.
Paint a screw.
And I need to find my fire. Be right back. I gotta grab fire.
Okay. So while he's gone, just wanted to tell everybody. I don't know. I have nothing. Sorry. I thought I was going to go like real deep and like have something crazy to say, but nothing. E3D stepper. True, Shane. He does have an E3D stepper that's sitting there that's currently garbage. Not good quality. The smaller LDO motor is better. Yes. All correct statements. WFO, yes, they probably would, but I don't know that Chris would have some of those. You would have to ask him. I don't think he would, though.
What did I do?
Oh, I was just going down the line there, and as I was looking through the chat, I saw that like Shane says that you have an E3D stepper that you could paint, and then WFO says, things that like freedom seeds, as I like to call them, a freedom seed. I said I don't believe that you have any of those. I could be wrong. He would have to ask me. Let's see.
So how this stuff works is you got to shake it. It's weird. So it's a very fluffy paint.
You shake it and bake it.
So you shake it and it fluffs the paint. It aerates the paint. And you actually see like when you use it, it'll start getting low and then you shake it and it'll fluff up. And that makes it almost like water when you dip it in there.
Okay.
And let me grab something to stir it with. That actually helps it more. Let's grab this and stir. It begins to fluff and it just gets really soft. And then you heat your part. So I got my little torch here. And I'm just going to paint the one edge of it. So as you can see, it's metal. It's just a metal thing. That was really hot, by the way, because that fire is hot. And you just heat the part up evenly. I'm just going to do the head of it.
A pretty painted head.
And then you stick it in the paint. And you pull it out, tap all the excess off. And then you can heat it a little bit more to kind of harden it a little bit.
Speed up the hardening process.
Mm-hmm. But then it painted it. It's now green. It's really hard to show. Let me turn the fire off.
Yeah,
I can move my arm closer.
Yeah, you don't want to get the beard caught in the fire.
Yeah, so, now it's painted green.
Nice.
And just a powder coat. But they make an aerator. So you build an aerator for it. You pour this powder in here, and the air makes it turn into that liquid. I don't know if you've ever seen those videos where like you can put air into sand, and then you can just use sand becomes kind of like water.
Mhm.
That's how you make it really even. So you heat your part up and stick it in there really quick, and you can paint them a lot better. So I want to make one of those in the future. Don't know how, because I'm not an expert in making aerators. I don't know if you can maybe shake it, like get like a vibrator to shake this thing constantly while you dip it in there.
That could be interesting.
Yep. Yeah, but once it's done, it's a really hard coating that doesn't chip very easily.
Nice.
So, and a little bit goes a long way. Like this is a 2-ounce container, and it does like a whole bunch. Yeah, it's like dip paint, but it's a powder. So like if you spill this, you don't spill paint. You just spill powder, and then you can just put it back in the jar. And the only way it works is if you heat the product up. So if it's cold, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so it basically just melts around the heated metal.
Oh, the
Nice.
giant Wakaki? I didn't print that. That was Devin and Justin. They
Justin.
teamed up and printed that and shipped it to me. And they printed on the Raise N2 Plus.
Yeah, because Devin and Justin both have access to Raise 3D printers.
Yeah, none of the others of us.
Yeah.
Words.
Those of us
Words.
who don't word well don't have
Mhm.
privilege to things like that.
Yep.
Yeah. However, saying word well is
So,
actually more accurate
Now
than
it's
saying word
now it's
good.
rock hard.
Nice.
Part's cool. So, and it leaves a really, you can buy them in matte or glossy. You can buy them with gold flake without, you can buy whatever. Like I bought gold flake powder, and it's just a clear coat with gold flake. And then I bought green pumpkin, and I mixed them, and I made my own gold flake green pumpkin. So, but I mean, it uses so little powder. It does such a thin coating. You really want to dip, pull out, shake. That's that's the process of using it. And in the future, your best bet is to get like a little oven. So you get like a small oven and heat your parts to 350
Okay.
Fahrenheit, whatever that is in Celsius, and then pull them out, dip them, and then let them cool on a rack. And that's how I made. Like I have just a stock of these now.
Oh, nice.
So these are all green pumpkin gold flake bodies.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm the first one to retweet your tweet about the thing.
What?
So-
WFO Rider, you're leaving me hanging, bro.
Dude, you went and downloaded it and you liked it off of printer or like Prusa Prints, but you didn't like. I'm one of 4 people like it, but I'm the first one to retweet it. So,
Ooh, powder coater oven here. I got to move over by Dan.
yeah.
I wonder if I can make. So the wire bending is kind of neat. So I bought this nice wire bender that mounts to a desk, and it's got like an arm that you ratchet that puts the 90-degree bends in and makes the eye, and then another part that takes and twists the end to give that perfect twist. I bought a cheap $16 one, and that thing sucks. And I bought this cheap one too, and this one sucks even more because it can only do the bend if you're not doing it on a lure. So like if you want to do the bend in this little small area, that one won't work. So it's a piece of junk.
Yeah.
But okay. I gotta figure out what else I was gonna design.
Yeah, I have no clue.
What should I make, Dan? That's practical.
A practical print, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a good name for a YouTube channel. Somebody should get on that.
Yeah, some guy named Chris would be. I hear Chris's make really good practical printers.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that would be an awesome print. Like, how about a drawer to put the thing you just made into?
That's true.
That would be pretty nice because then you can just slide it together. And if you were to actually, see, now it's too late. You already published it. You put a little recess a magnet, and then you also recess a magnet in the drawer. And then when you push it together, you let the magnets
lock each other. Yeah.
lock together.
I have to add You know, I guess you know
could
what?
make an
Let's
edit of an
make a
edit.
version 2. Let's make a version 2.
We've already modified the first version, guys. Version
what?
2 is on its way.
Instead of that, let's make a storage container where we make drawers that have magnets in the back.
Yeah.
And magnets in the hole in the housing.
Yeah. That way
and then it's got
hold...
and then I can hold parts in it and like pull them out as I need it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. There you go. That way it's same but different.
So let's make a tray.
Same, but different. Yeah.
Spray on powder. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, remix your own, as Shane says. It's time to remix your own.
Yeah. I'm 3 minutes into that thing being published. Let's remix it already.
I'm pretty sure somebody else is probably already going to handle that. But
because the tray for that tray right there is just always going to have stuff in it. So like when I'm working, that's the tray I'll grab for working on stuff. Uh-oh, Wexter just published a skull mask.
Oh,
I'm gonna go take a look at this real quick.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Yep. Uh-oh. He's making a candy bowl that's a Frankenstein face. What? And the head's cut off and the inside's a big bowl.
Is this on his Patreon?
Yeah, it is on his Patreon.
That explains why I can't find it. Damn it. I should really go Patreon to the Wexter. Hey, you know what? It's the first of the month. If I Patreon to the Wexter, he'll get paid this month.
Mm-hmm.
I made the mistake of like signing up for Mr. Riley's on the 2nd of the month. Mm-hmm. So I felt bad. So like when he had one of his streams going, I had to go and like give him $5. I'm like, here's for missing the Patreon thing. So
hey, that's how it works on Patreon, man.
Yeah, the first of the month, they take their money, man. They don't care.
Okay, so let's make new trays, but we got to make sure that the device that holds the trays can fit on a print bed. So what I made probably won't fit on like you can't make something big enough to hold a bunch of those trays.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could. It's actually not bad. But yeah, let's make something. Let's see, what's a good drawer size? So normal drawers are this size. Come here. Yeah, so normal drawers are this. Like these are your normal like slide-in drawers.
Yeah.
Let's make something like that, but wider.
Yes.
And have cavities.
Wider with cavities and magnets.
And slots for magnets, so that way your parts won't fall out as easily.
Mm-hmm.
So let's grab a tool.
A measuring device.
140 millimeters.
So if
I make a 140 millimeter square tray, I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, because that'll still fit on like the mini, because the mini is what, 180 by 180, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 180 by 180, so that would still fit on like even like a mini. So,
yep.
There you go.
So let's go ahead and right click and make a sketch.
You can always also scale it down too if need be, but understand your magnets, like the magnet holes, would have to be adjusted. You know.
Yeah. Smart dimension. So what did I say? 140?
140. Damn. Oh, little yawn there. Sorry. This whole
good for you.
This whole being home thing is making me tired.
All right. So the simplest tray would probably just have one big tray.
Yeah, one big tray. Are you going to look at doing the ability to do like adjustables where they could swap them in themselves, move it around, so you'd end up putting a couple of little, channels on either side for a
that's too much work.
Insert? Well, you were looking for a project. It was just a thought, little extra.
What's
work.
the height on that drawer? But because I like the height.
It's good.
Actually, it's a little deep. It's a little deep.
Oh, well,
but you know what?
Knock off about 10 mil. That might be enough.
See how tall it might only be 10 millimeter tall. Who knows?
Oh, true.
So 36.
So it's 36 tall. Down 26 would third it.
I can 30 it.
Yeah,
I think 30 is a good tray size.
There you go. Knock off the 6. It's not a good number. It's not a nice round number, so make it 30.
So 30 millimeters. And boom.
Yes.
All right.
So
we made a rectangle.
140, 30. Those are all good numbers.
Let's go back to that sketch. I'm going to edit that sketch. We got to add a handle. And the way I'm going to do that's going to be interesting. So let's edit the sketch. And let's add a funky cool handle. So we'll add a line. This line will go here. Okay, where's my line? Oh, line. I went too quickly.
You want to do you want to bring the screen up for people to see?
Oh, no one can see what I'm doing.
No, it's just me and you. I was like sitting here and I thought to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, he's talking about it. Does he want to show it off?
Yeah, I do.
There we go.
Okay. So I made a rectangle that's 140 by 140. And now I'm adding a little lip in the front. And what I'm going to do is I will do an undercut underneath it so that way you can get your fingers to pull out the tray. I'm going to give it a cool shape. So let's go ahead and smart dimension. Let's make this and this. Okay, smart dimension. This. 8 millimeters, 9 millimeters, 10 millimeters. That's fine. And then we need to
I have to say I like the full screen feature they added in StreamYards. That's nice.
So we'll make this thing 15 millimeters.
There you go.
And here to here. It's going to be 15. There we go.
Nice.
And enter. And dimensions done. And let's go ahead and do a trim. Trim entity. Whoop, slice that line off. Oh, I'm going faster than the program can keep up. There we go. Trim entities. There we go. There's our shape now. And
I'm going
let's
to
go
sneak away
ahead.
for just a minute.
Sounds good.
I'm still here in spirit, though. See, I'm right there below you. Still here in spirit.
He's in spirit, folks. Okay. So here's our generic shape. And let's go ahead and make a sketch and a rectangle. And we're going to do it on, oh, wait, right click, escape the sketch, right click, sketch on the plane. I'm learning. This is faster these ways. I'm doing the slow ways and then doing the better ways. And a rectangle like so. And we're going to go ahead and smart dimension. This to this will be, what, 3 millimeters? That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks good.
It looks great.
And what I learned is when I click that, I can hit equal and equal to that dimension, enter. Enter. And then here to here. We need to make it a little bit thicker to embed the magnet.
Yes.
So we'll say it's 2 millimeter thick.
Is it? Yeah, that's
4 millimeter.
Yeah. So I think that's what you said.
Correct. And let's go ahead and then dimension this to this point here. And that's also going to be 4 millimeters. Okay, and then let's go ahead and, oh, a wife walked in. Now you're in trouble.
What? Who? What?
Dan.
Uh-oh.
Not your Dan, the other Dan.
Yeah, and say the other Dan's wife. I'm like, what? Where's my wife? I don't see her.
Extrude cut.
However, this little cat that I have, she's my skittish kitty, and she's been letting me hold her lately, so I've been taking advantage of it while I can.
Yep.
Yeah, because she's actually getting ready to fall asleep, so it's kind of cool.
So there's a box. And let's go ahead and do a fillet.
I like that design. That is a nice design. That looks like a box I might have to get this one. Not much of a fisherman, so the other box wouldn't have much use for the other box, at least not right now. But down the road I might have a use for it. So I'm thinking it may be a nice box. I have to come visit you and pick up magnets anyway, so
Yeah.
It'll be a more useful thing to me once I have magnets to put in it. Then it just wouldn't be a box with random holes in the bottom.
Okay. That looks good.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and fillet this
Fillet the corners.
and this. Why?
Why not?
Okay, and then let's put a lip underneath here.
Yeah. Give it a little bit of a lip. Make it a little lippy.
So sketch, right click, sketch, and rectangle. And this is how we're going to be able to grab it, because I'll just be able to put a rectangle here to here. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go ahead and smart dimension. No, we don't need a smart dimension. We'll click this line, control click this point, and that doesn't have that option. Because if I did the line, I wanted to do a vertical to that, but I guess I can't do that.
You'd have to put a line. Wouldn't you just draw a line across and then tell it?
Yeah, I'd have to do a coincident. So
yeah.
Center line from this point here, and then escape. Let's do the same thing.
Yeah,
over here.
Yeah, draw one between the two, and then.
Okay, escape and zoom in. Let's go ahead and click on this and this, and we're going to make that equal. Oh, no.
That went a little too far.
So we're going to... Is it collinear? Is that what I want?
I do not know, sir. I'm not a 3D design pro like.
There it is. It's collinear. Okay.
Same thing on the other side.
Yeah, whenever I get there.
Yeah, it'll take a minute. Oh, you're there.
Oh, that's already done. I already drew that one on the line. Okay.
Nice.
So then I got to click this line and this line. Go ahead and make that parallel. Or actually, we can make that equal.
Yeah.
And the next thing I do is just dimension this to this.
Tell it how far you want it to be.
Yep, 2 millimeter. And then I need to draw a center line from here all the way across to here. And escape.
Escape.
Let's go ahead and click this line and this line and collinear. There we go.
Yeah.
Now that'll move around if I decide to change anything.
Nice.
And then we'll go ahead and feature and extrude cut. And extrude cut in here. Not 28 millimeters. We'll go 10 millimeters in. That way you can get your fingers in there. Boom. That's got something you put your fingers on, because the edge of the tray will come across here, across that line. So this will stick out from the box.
Nice.
That it goes in. That'd be pretty neat. All right. Go taller, 4 tray high.
can be an editable thing, man. It can be editable. You can do that.
Yep. Now the hard part is circles don't become circles when you print things on a vertical plane. On the horizontal planes, parallel to the bed, circles are circles. Perpendicular to the bed, circles become ovals. So making this circle to embed the magnet in is going to be tricky. So I got these tiny little magnets.
Mm-hmm.
And who's messaging me now?
'Tis not I.
Someone didn't know I had a tattoo. I do have a tattoo. Oh, someone posted meme wars. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
It's a handsome man with a beard and a cowboy hat and Daisy Dukes on and a tattoo on their ankle. I do have a tattoo. It's on my thigh. Now the question is, do I want to round those edges? Well, if I do round those edges, I lose my coincidence, and I kind of like the hard angle. I kind of like that. But that's just a general tray. So I like this. This is a nice tray. That's just a tray. It's got a way to grab onto it.
Yeah.
But I do need a way to have the magnet in the back. What are my sizes on these tiny magnets again? Something 8. That's right. It was 8 by 2.
8 by 2.
Was it 8 by 2 or 8 by 3?
8 by 2.8. No, 2. Was it 8 by 2?
It was 3. It was 8
Okay.
by 3 for these tiny magnets.
Okay.
Yep. Which means the back of the tray is going to have to get thicker, and I don't like that idea. So maybe I'll use these bigger magnets that I have still, because I still have plenty of these 15 by whatever. Oh, I also need to put magnets in the bottom so things don't slide around as much. That can all be done soon enough.
Big old Charleston chew there the wife walked in the door with. Haha.
Uh-oh. Charleston chew, you say?
Yeah, dinner just walked in the door, so I'm going to step away again for a moment.
Did you just call your wife dinner? You crazy guy.
Yeah. But
Crazy
I'll
guy.
be back in just a few.
Sounds good. See you, Dan. All right. So we have a tray here. Dig it. It's got a way to grab onto from underneath to pull out. Now that's the tough part. So when you make a shelf, there's a gap between each one. Can you get your finger underneath the gap to grab the next one? Not if that tray is like the way I'm designing it. So what I might need to do... Oh, that's interesting. Huh. This is very interesting. It's problem solving. This is why you always sketch. I always heard you always should sketch this out first and get your problem solving out. Because if we look over at a regular tray, they have a lip at the top and a gap, so that way, even though they're close, you can still get your hands to grab stuff. Now that would be a massive bridge in midair, so you have to use supports. I love making things that don't need supports. Yep, you could chamfer the top edge, that way you can get your hands onto it. That would look cool. Could also put round in a square. Interesting, Chris. Interesting. Could also make breakaway supports. could add a handle in the front, but that would mess up these sexy lines that we have going on here. Hmm. Problem solving, designing. Yeah, you could do some steep cuts. But in my brain, oh, I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea. So I said this was going to be 30 millimeters tall. 30 millimeters. Okay. What's up, Sean Butler? So there's an option of doing this. So let's go ahead, cut extrude. And instead of a 10 millimeter cut extrude, go 20. And boom. Wait. Edit. Did that wrong. There we go. Actually, let's go higher than that. So this is 30. We'll go to 28. Okay. And then right click and sketch and circle. And let's go ahead and dimension that circle. I'll make it 20 millimeters. See you, Leopold. And let's go ahead and make some coincidences here. Center line. Okay, there's that. Escape. And center line. Okay, escape. And let's go ahead and smart dimension this to this. 20. And then get off a smart dimension. And we're going to go ahead and
looking good, sir.
This to this. And we're going to go ahead and do coincident. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and do mirror entities. Mirror this over this. Ah, dang it. Mirror about this. And boom. And then feature, extrude, then cut. And we're going to go with a 5 millimeter cut tab. That should cut it all the way through. Yep. Is he designing Velcro? I am not designing Velcro. So what I did was I put 2 holes in it so you can take your fingers and you can get them in there and grab it and pull it out. There's a cavity back there, so you can grab onto that and pull it. And that should print easily.
That is a holy idea.
Yeah. Be cool to make it multi-material, and you can print like the back plate here a different color, and then you can see a different color through it. Let's see here. So that's one way. It's not my favorite. Cool. It's not my favorite design in the world. I mean, it's functional. Oh, it's finally got to the next layer. I think I'm going to come back and draw up some designs for how to accomplish a really sexy way of grabbing onto, make it really easy to print. Because again, circles just don't print well on the vertical axis.
No, they don't. It would have to be some kind of an elongated thing or whatnot, but it would have to be able to stack as it builds without falling in on itself.
Okay, you know what? Let's go to here in the world of printing. And if we, oh, that's not a bad idea. Okay. Chris has ideas. Let's do a sketch and rectangle. And let's go ahead and feature and extrude cut. And this is 30 millimeters tall, so let's go to 26. So now it has a handle right here that you can pull onto and grab. So that's another option.
Kind of like that idea. Looks nice.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's not bad. I kind of dig it. The next one will go on top of it, and there, you can totally get your hand in there. Let's see. Let's do a fillet here. See if this looks sexier if I add these little big fillets here. Oh, yeah. Okay. I dig this. And then it even leaves you an area to put a sticker if you want to write down what's in it. So That's not bad. That's not bad at all. In fact, it's kind of good. Let me check how this would look. So if I were to, let's see, it's, if I were to go to the solid bodies and I were to click on this and then do a, move and copy bodies. And then we went on the Y plane. So let's do 2 copies on the Y, and it's 30. So let's go to 34 millimeters, tab. Let's go to 3 copies. Let's see how this looks. So this is what it looked like Oh yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Not stackable. I'm going to make an actual box for it to go into, so it's a sliding drawer, and then we'll put magnets in it.
Yeah.
So that way the magnets will hold the drawers in, so you just give it a little tug and it'll open up.
Yep. Looks awesome. I like it. And you
Yeah.
could cheat and just use one magnet and then do like a washer as well.
Yeah.
You could use like a small washer and a magnet, because then you just, when you're building the box that they're all going to slide into, you would probably print that backside down anyway and have it just kind of build up.
Mm-hmm.
So as you have it building up, you could have it stop after so many layers and either recess the magnet into the actual case that they'll slide into, so that this way the magnets wouldn't be stuck to the drawers. So if you move them around, they're not picking random stuff up.
That's true.
And then when you're printing the drawers, you could just basically in between the layers leave a slit that you can just drop a washer of a specific thickness down into, and then the magnet and the washer together should be enough to hopefully hold it. Not because you don't want it to be a real strong bond, but hopefully it would be enough.
Just enough so if you like tipped it a little bit, the drawers aren't going to slide out and spill everything out of it.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that
I want to be able to pull the whole drawer out. So that way, like, okay, I want the parts from the store. Pull the whole drawer out, set it down.
Yeah.
Work on it.
Yeah. Yep. That's where I was thinking that maybe like making it so you can slide a washer into a slit in the back of the drawer. Just make a small, like however thick the washer is, make it 1/2 mil thicker, and hopefully they'll be pretty consistent. Drop it in there with one of those other magnets that can be dropped in, glued in, or whatever.
Let's go ahead and save this. So let's save this thing as parts tray open. Actually, we'll just name it by number of slots. So 1 slot. Okay. Oh yeah, someone's on SolidWorks as well. That's true. So that's actually a really good idea. So with Dan's idea with the, like if I just get some steel washer, something that's magnetic. So like I've got some, these are probably too small. Let's try the magnetism on them though. I haven't opened this pack up before. Oh yeah, those are magnetic as all can be. So if I take some of these flat washers, so let's go ahead and make me more larger. There we go. So if I take these flat washers, and let's say I made a slit. So if we're looking at, if this was the drawer, I can make a slit from underneath and slide the washer from underneath and glue it in place.
Yes.
Too bad these screws aren't magnetic. I could just put screw holes and you can just screw in an M3 like 3 into it, and then it'd be permanent.
Yeah, you just screw it right into the back, and then when the magnet comes together with it.
Yeah, and just then glue the magnet into the tray system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, after you get so far up, you can either have it print all the way through, and then afterwards a little bit of glue, push a magnet down inside, because it should be big enough to get tweezers or fingers or something down inside and press it into place afterwards, or do a pause after so high and then just glue them in real quick and then let them continue building up.
Mm-hmm.
So either way would be pretty sweet.
Nice trays. I like that I can just look at it like this and be like, have you TikTok? I have not always used SolidWorks. I used Fusion and I never really learned it. And then now I've been learning SolidWorks, and I'm using the student license, which you can get for $36 a year.
Well, you are technically a student because you are learning the product.
I am, and I'm giving everything away for free that I make. Let's see here. The weight. So what I'm thinking is when I build the box, I think the box is going to be a few millimeters thick on the bottom, and you can maybe glue in some heavy washers to add some weight to the bottom of the tray. Or I can put some slits so you can slide in some washers. 0.7 layer height. That's getting insane. But I like these trays. I think we've done good. So I think I'll do another SolidWorks video because we're at the almost 3-hour mark. I'm going to use this shape, so I'll save the shape. And I can edit the top feature, and I can add multiple slots. So shape is good. So what I'm going to do is make a part and export it, and then I can go in and I can make a whole bunch of stuff. So I can make a 4 tray or a 2 tray or 2 tray this way. And then I'll just upload a crap ton of trays so you can print whatever tray style you want. You know, one with 2 on one side and 1 on one side and all that stuff. So, hey, no problem, TikTok. I'm going to be working on more profiles. I have a whole bunch of updates to Idea Maker profiles coming up. So that is in the works. I like this. This is a nice designer-looking tray. No bridging, easy to print, strong. And then I'll even make some with some slots for magnets, so that way you can, you know, if you have steel parts you're worried about falling out, that way they'll be magnetized together. Now the only downfall is the next tray is underneath it, and that might suck up some parts from underneath.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say you might grab the next one. Yeah.
So I might make sure that the magnets are embedded instead of from underneath.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
So, or printed out of a material that's anti-magnetic, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone, you have to buy Protopasta copper PLA, so that way this doesn't do anything. All right, so we did a design. SolidWorks site, you can profile now. They have a great tutorial for their certs. Oh, I haven't done that. I've had a couple friends that are really good with SolidWorks, and they do it for a living. So they've been showing me the ropes, and I've been picking it up. I learn better by someone showing me than I do.
Yeah, it's better by
even watching
doing
videos.
Than watching. Yeah.
Yeah. This is nice. I like the shape. That's like a weird, funky, cool shape.
Yes.
So we're gonna save this.
Awesome.
We're good. It's 3-hour mark. Well, 2:45. I'm gonna eat lunch, dinner. Did I have lunch? Let me think here.
Well, it is.
I had a chicken sandwich at like 10 a.m. So
yes,
one that takes side commissions. Yeah. Doesn't anyone know if Protopasta metal filament work with the Hall effect sensor? That's interesting.
I do not know.
Will it affect the Hall effect sensor? So cool. All right, we've done it. We made a thing. Dan was here. We had a few people stop in and hang out. Why is it like that? I've saved everything. I'm closing SolidWorks over here. Save all.
SolidWorks goes bye-bye.
Yep, no more work. And then I'm going to work on disassembling that machine over there, so that way I get my project done before the weekend. And then we'll hopefully hop back in tonight. I don't know if it'll be on my main stream or the FDM Lounge stream. And I'll work on some firmware stuff. And you know what? I'm going to do it in the FDM Lounge stream. I just want to hang out, drink a beer, and
shoot the breeze and play with firmware.
Shoot the breeze, and I can play with firmware because I can do that. It's not a serious firmware stream. I'm just updating some things and fixing a buddy's printer that I built for him and adding some firmware tweaks to it. Because he's been a test maniac, and I've learned some things after putting a few thousand hours into my printers on Marlin. I've learned a few things that are going to be some future major changes to my firmware repository. And 2.0.7 is releasing soon, so I really want to be ready for that. And there's a lot of bug fixes, new features. So I'm going to get a finalized firmware. And Keith has been working on a badass thing for the SKR Bear project, so I need to team up with him. So when I'm ready for official firmware work, stuff that everyone can learn from, I will do another stream on that. There'll be a Taz stream coming up for sure. And I need to order a printer. I just need to order something stupid to build and print with. But Taz is my current project to mess with. I need to go over calibrating.
Thank you, Mr. Mr. Randolph.
Yeah. I would say other things to them besides thank you, but I can't do that on the stream. Darn you, Dave. Darn you, Joel Telling. Darn you guys both. So yeah, thanks for everyone for coming to the stream. Dan, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah,
and
no problem.
Monkey and Viking and Grubby and Devin, since that's all
Devin,
the people I remember.
Yeah.
I would love an SK Go. That's a cool printer to have. Funds aren't really there to go too crazy, but
it's definitely it is a good second printer for someone who understands printers, but not a good second printer for someone who bought an out-of-box solution and said, hey.
Core XY is on the way. That's just, I'm just saving money. Like my Patreon people have been amazing, and I've just was putting money away from that to put it towards whatever we decide is a good Core XY printer. It's just like every month there's another Core XY printer coming out that looks awesome. Like, first it was Railcore, it looked awesome, and then Voron started updating, and that looked awesome, and the second SK Go looked awesome, and it's just like, what's it? The 3D Fused, they have theirs that's out. It's just there's so many now in the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't want to dump $3,000 into something and be like, man, I really should have gotten that $3,000 one. It's just like, So there's the Troodon, Vivendo, Trudon, something.
There's so many companies that are doing it now that it's one of those things where it's like, if you want to spend tons of money and buy an out-of-box solution or like a kit printer from someone else, if you got the money, you can go as little or as high as you want. Or if you want to just get crazy, like this dummy right here, and build a Core XY from scratch.
Hypercube thing.
It's just taken me forever.
And I definitely want something I can build because I want to stream building it. I love building printers on stream. Yeah. Hypercube Evolution is a great one to do.
Yeah, so. My current one is a modified Hypercube. Instead of doing 2020 frame, I'm doing 2040 frame, and instead of sticking to the all of the actual build stuff, I'm going a little bit different. It's a Hypercube 300. It's just a modified Hypercube 300.
Nice. All right. So I got to decide on that. So eventually, when I think by November, I should have enough money put away from the Patreons, from the awesome patrons. So that will go towards, and that's also my birthday month. So it'll be a great, like,
there you go.
Hurrah, birthday time fandango. Order the one Core XY printer. Because Prusa is also announcing something at Verf. So we'll see how that goes. All right. I'm out of here. People in chat, do your things. Go have fun. It's Thursday. Friday's coming. That means the weekend's going to be here soon.
Hey, my weekend just started at noon today, so
happy. Thank you for the very early birthday. It's November. End of November is my birthday, so that's a while.
So happy early birthday.
Yeah, and I'll do a birthday stream. I always do. So good night. Hit and end broadcast.